Welcome to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. Los Angeles, California, it is a beautiful, sunny Saturday afternoon. It's also Elimination Saturday. UC Irvine taking on Fresno State at Jackie Robinson Stadium. These two teams losing yesterday in the opening round, which means one of their seasons will end today. We got a lot of action to get to. This is what our bracket looks like, by the way, in Los Angeles. UCLA winning big yesterday over Fresno State, the 4 seed, so they advanced to the winner side of the bracket. And then we had a great nightcap, a thriller. Arizona State squeaks out a 4-2 win over UC Irvine with that upset. And so we'll see those two teams later tonight. We welcome you into our booth alongside former big leaguer Xavier Scruggs. I'm Danny Wexelman, and we had a jam-packed day yesterday in the opening round, but it's an elimination day today. What do we got?
Today's all about the grit, right? One of these teams is going to go back to the crib, like you said, but you've got to do whatever you can to make sure that does not happen today. The details will be important.
Yeah, the stars will have to shine. And let me read you this stat, because to make it out of a regional after losing game one is really hard. Only 7% of teams are able to do it. 28 of 400 teams are able to go on and win a regional after they lose the opening game. The stars will have to shine for Fresno State. That means Murph Gray has to go.
Yeah, Murph Gray is a guy that has some serious pop in his bat, but he's going to have to show it today. They're hoping to get some guys on base in front of him so he can show off some of that power. But when you think about guys that you're circling in the middle of the lineup, that is Murph Gray. And in order for them to go on, the Co-Mountain West Player of the Year has to have a big day today.
Yeah, and for the Anteaters, that's their Big West Field Player of the Year, Colin Yeaman, who went 0 for 4 yesterday.
Yeah, Colin Yeaman, a tough day yesterday. He's been one of the brightest stars on this team. I talked to Ben Orloff a little bit earlier today. They said they need him to go. Yesterday, 2 through 5 in the lineup, 1 for 13, and really had struggles having some extra base hits. They're going to need their stars to have a major day today.
Yeah, neither of these teams want to head home yet. They want to extend their seasons. They're matching up, and our first pitch is moments away here in sunny Los Angeles, California, as we get you set. The 2 seed and the 4 seed, first pitch moments away here. We'll be back. Welcome back to day 2 in Los Angeles, California, as we are on the road to Omaha. The NCAA Baseball Regionals continue today. This is an elimination game. It's a big one. You got the 2 seed Anteaters going up against the 4 seed in the Bulldogs. That's Ben Orloff. He is the head coach of the Anteaters. He's a lifer, right? 7th year as their head coach, 12th with the program. He's an alum. Back in 2009, he was the first Big West Player of the Year. He won the Brooks Wallace Award for the best shortstop in the country. He was an All-American, taking his team to a regional for the 3rd time now, on the brink of going home. Here's the lineup he's going to be sporting this afternoon for the Anteaters. They struggled yesterday big time trying to get their runners on. They were 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. The top of their lineup, X, you mentioned it, they really struggled.
Yeah, it was tough because they didn't have really the extra base hits that they normally expect throughout the course of a game. Only 2 extra base hits yesterday. They left 10 men on base. Those guys in the middle, Martinez, McCombs, Chase Call, and of course, Colin Yeaman, they've got to set the tone early for this one. Will had a couple of hits yesterday, so you're hoping he gets them going as well.
Yeah, the stars are going to have to shine. This is Aiden Cremarosa, the Mountain West Pitcher of the Year. The junior gets the start for the Bulldogs in the elimination game.
Yeah, Cremarosa has a lot of salad on top of his dome, but he also has a good fastball. It's going to be about 90 miles per hour, but he does a good job of locating it. I mentioned use the kitchen sink as a key because he's got a lot of different pitches, the curve, the change, the slider, and the cutter. And the curve is one of those slower curves, 12-6, that really neutralizes hitters. Expect him to use that a lot today.
We mentioned it before. The stats are pretty astounding in elimination games. Only 28 teams of 400 go on to win a regional after losing the opening round. That's 7%. It is a tough road ahead for these two ball clubs, and it starts right now. Both looking to redeem themselves after losses yesterday. Jackie Robinson Stadium shining on Saturday. As we get you set for first pitch, Will Bermudez is the leadoff man, senior second baseman. And he takes strike 1. To start things off, Manny Gonzalez is behind home plate for our umpiring crew. Joe Maiden at first, Brian Miller at second, Kevin Sweeney over at third. Misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike the count. We mentioned it yesterday, but Fresno State has 2 pitchers with over 100 strikeouts. There's only 2 teams in the country with that. It's the Bulldogs and LSU. It's pretty impressive. Cremarosa's got 105 coming into this start.
Yeah, and he'll use any pitch to put guys away. Does a good job of being able, once he gets to 0-2, 1-2, when he's ahead in the count, he knows how to get some swing and miss. It's been the success factor for him all season long.
Bermudez leaves it high. That evens the count to 2-2. Will missed the last game and a half of the season. He's been really important to this lineup. Been leading off the last 4 weeks. Great at seeing pitches. That's what Ben Orloff told us. It's fouled away as he fights off the pitch.
And one thing we saw from Will yesterday is did a really good job of being able to, you know, when his team wasn't necessarily having great momentum, he was still having some good at-bats. And I think that's going to be really a focus for him today, is try to see some pitches, you know, try to get into some deep counts, do some of the same things that he's been consistent doing all season long.
Swing and a miss. Stransky tags him, and there's 1 away, the first strikeout for Cremarosa.
That's the 12-6 curve right there that we talked about early on here. You can see it just start at the top here and just goes directly down, some great vertical movement. And it's tough as a hitter to stay back, because when you're topping out at 92, 93, and then they drop the 70-mile-an-hour curveball, that keeps you off balance.
Here's Colin Yeaman. He's 0 for 4 yesterday with a walk. The Big West Field Player of the Year. Swing and a miss through strike 1. Irvine swept a bunch of awards with their conference, but this is one of the big bats. They have to get going, the transfer from College of the Canyons. Swing and a miss, Cremarosa ahead 0-2. Ben Orloff was the coach of the year in the conference, and Ricky Ojeda was the pitcher of the year as a reliever. He leads the NCAA in wins coming into regionals. It's pretty impressive. It's outside 1-2.
Yeah, also noted there, that's the first time that UCI swept all the awards since 2009 without sharing any awards. And last time they did that, Ben Orloff was on that 2009 team along with their pitching coach, Daniel Babona.
That's a testament to him. He's done such a great job. That one just misses. It's 2-2.
That's a good pitch right there. Cremarosa, that's kind of that location that you want to try to get. You want to try to get those anteater hitters expanding the zone a little bit. Going to see how far the umpire is going to give you on the outer half.
Swing and a miss for back-to-back strikeouts. Cremarosa rolling early.
Well, one thing you'll notice is he uses the top of the zone with that fastball, and that's really how he throws the curve off of that. He's got great tunneling with his stuff, and if he can establish the top of the zone right there and get some chase up the top with a little bit of that run, he's going to have some success today.
So here's Anthony Martinez. Steps in the left side of the box. 0 for 3 with 2 walks yesterday. It's popped up and out of play, a 1 count. I thought the Sun Devils did a really great job planning for the Anteaters, especially their 2, 3, 4 hitters really struggled against Arizona State. The curveball missing. It's 1-1.
Yeah, Danny, to your point, I think the plan was basically to be able to change up their looks with them going inside, going outside, you know, not being overly predictable with their stuff. And Jacobs battled around 5 walks yesterday and really gave his team a chance.
Did check his swing, Kevin Sweeney says. It's 2-1.
Really tough pitch to lay off of. You see it so early and it's coming in so slow. Your upper half wants to go get it, but you really have to stay in your legs and let that ball continue to travel.
Good pitch inside. That misses. It's 3-1. Fresno State pitchers, 2 strikeouts in 8 innings yesterday against UCLA. Cramarosa struck out the first 2 here already. That's popped up on the left side. And there's Murph Gray making the catch, reaching into the pen. It's a 1-2-3 for the Bulldogs. That's the way they drew it up, I'm sure, as we head to the bottom of the first inning. Scoreless in Los Angeles.
We talked a lot about Murph's skills over there at third base. Defensively solid along with the bat, but nice job of concentration, getting himself to the fence, seeing it, and securing the catch.
We're scoreless in the bottom of the first inning in an elimination game on Saturday. We welcome you back. UC Irvine and Fresno State going head-to-head. Ryan Overland, the head coach of Fresno State and a lifer, a 2008 Men's College World Series champ. He was the catcher of that Bulldog team from underdogs to wonder dogs. He's been the head coach for 3 years now and done an incredible job with this program. He loves the Bulldogs through and through. Really incredible resume that he's got. Here's the lineup that they're sporting, the same as yesterday, except Jet Ruby is going to be the designated hitter for this team. X.
Yeah, and you highlight Bobby Blandford had a good day yesterday. You know, and it's important for those guys in the middle. We talked about Murph Gray. Really, these guys been shining all season long. If they get guys on base, runners in scoring position, they've got to provide the juice.
They're going to be facing the sophomore righty, Riley Kelly. He's the Game 2 starter, the UCI Male Comeback Player of the Year for Irvine.
Yeah, Kelly's been really good, done a nice job with that fastball, the curveball, changeup mix. Changeup is something I expect him to use a little bit more. It's got good movement to it.
Griffin Sotomayor is the leadoff man. Went 2 for 3 yesterday with an RBI in the loss. Transfer from Washington State. That pitch paints inside. Kelly's ahead 0-2.
Yeah, Kelly's already gotten a high strike call and an inside strike call. You know, looking to expand as much as possible here, 0-2, but he's going to need quick outs today. He's got to be efficient because they need him to give them some length.
Pitch is low. Interesting talking to Ben Orloff earlier today and just kind of hearing how he feels about his team moving forward, the confidence in the pitching, but to your point, needing a good start today. They've got a great pen. Ricky Ojeda is available, he told us, so keep an eye on that. Swing and a miss into the glove of Penso, and there's one away. The first strikeout for Kelly.
Yeah, one thing you'll immediately notice with Riley Kelly is he's got great spin on the fastball, gets about 3,000 RPMs. So when you're talking about spin rate, and really what that means is that ball's gonna look like it's continuing to rise out of the hand of the pitcher for a hitter, and it almost does not stop, keep that rising effect, and it's hard to really lay off of.
Eddie Saldivar steps in, and he swings through strike 1. It's been a huge piece for this ball club the past few years. Does a little bit of everything in that 2-hole. Can bunt anytime you need him to. Big breaking ball that's hit on the ground to second base. Good job by Bermudez to secure it for the second out. comes Murph Gray. We talked about the star power, and Murph is one of them. The junior third baseman went 1 for 4 yesterday. Just made a nice catch in the top of the first to start the game. He's such an impressive young man. He's got 2 older brothers, 2 younger brothers. He's just in between all of them as he gets out of the way of that pitch, and he's going to be an important factor today.
Yeah, to that point, look, Riley Kelly has to pitch inside, right? Gray's one of those guys that wants to get extended. He wants to get something out in front, get that barrel going a little bit. But if you can tie him up inside, you can give him some fits. The one thing about Gray, though, is he's really disciplined. He does a good job of staying off of pitches that are too far inside and usually off the plate. That's the one thing that's really impressed me alongside that power.
The 2-0 pitch, that's a line drive into left field, but right at Frankie Carney. It's another 1-2-3 inning efficiency so far as we head to the second. We're scoreless in the top of the second between UC Irvine and Fresno State. Jacob McCombs is going to lead things off. The sophomore center fielder, 0 for 2 yesterday. And this is a guy who came from UC San Diego, really just the DH for that team last year. And so he didn't get a chance to play the field a ton, put in a lot of work. Ben Orloff told us, he said, he means a lot to us. He plays a great center field, he can run, he can throw, and it's really impressive for a guy who really didn't play defense last year at all. He's gonna lead things off for Irvine. Swing and a miss. Cremarosa back to getting those pitches high in the zone, getting those guys to swing.
Yeah, he's definitely going to live off of that high fastball, as you mentioned, and then really the curveball works right off of that. But, you know, early on in the count, you're going to see a lot of fastball attacking, using the inner half as well.
It's popped up on the left side and out of play. I will say, a little overcast today. Some clouds lingering. It was really foggy this morning. Got up for breakfast, couldn't see outside at all. So you see the clouds here, you know, the ball in contrast with that sky today could get interesting. Oh-2 pitch on its way. It hits him. Home plate umpire Manny Gonzalez is telling him to come back. He wants to see it for himself. He wants to see his hand. Says yes, it did hit him. And he'll send him to first.
Yeah, Coach Overland's going to want to know whether or not he made an effort to try to get out of the way there, because almost looked like he might have leaned into that one.
He definitely didn't get out of the way for it.
Well, the way McCombs hits, too, is he's already on the dish, and he kind of strides, you know, in a way that he crosses over a little bit, so he's going into the pitch anyway.
All right, so McCombs aboard. Here's Chase Call. He takes strike one. Call was 1 for 4 yesterday. Ben Orloff said that it was a pretty pivotal moment with Chase Call up in the 5th inning. We mentioned it. Irvine just really struggled to bring runners in. A breaking ball inside, missing. 2-1 the count. Call, by the way, back to the pink bat. If you missed it yesterday, did a gender reveal for their athletic trainer, Justin Hostert. Walked up with a blue bat. So congratulations again to their family, expecting in December. That's a fly ball deep into right field, all the way back. And foul. Here's the gender reveal that we were talking about. This is pretty cool. I haven't seen this in college baseball at all. Call usually uses the pink bat. He walks up with 2 yesterday, and then he gets to lead off the inning, and he ends up walking up with that blue bat. And Hostert looked a little relieved. Finally, they know it's a baby boy. How cool is that?
That's really cool. Love the congratulations for him. Everybody hyped for him in the dugout. It's a pretty special moment there for him and his family.
The athletic trainer for the Anteaters. I'm sure they appreciate him a ton too. So great special moment for this team. Calls work the count back full. Sigh of relief.
I mean, I was going to say, I'm sure Call's happy he can get back to using his normal bat
right.
as well.
Yeah. I like that they had 2 bats, though. That's pretty cool. He hits it on the ground to Murph Gray, who goes to second, over to first, not in time, but they get the lead runner, and the first out.
Yeah, nice job there by Cremarosa getting back in the count there and being able to get himself a ground ball. Gray did a nice job with the throw over to second base as well. Details of this game, playing fundamentally sound, you know, not making errors. That's really going to be the equation today to make sure that your team does not go home. Who's going to handle the baseball and not make the mistakes?
1 away for Blake Penso. He was 0 for 3 yesterday. Cremarosa right now has 5 first pitch strikes. He's doing a great job getting ahead of the batters. It's fouled out of play. So all 5 batters receiving a first pitch strike. I mean, I think that that's also something that's important if you think about their bullpens. 6 now, first pitch. Think about, you know, how you got to go out and win tomorrow. You got to win this game. You got to win tomorrow. You got to win Monday. It's a lot of arms left to use for both of these teams.
Yeah, and it's going to be really on the managers, too, to make the decisions. You know, today you'll see more of a quicker hook if, you know, one of the guys is not as efficient or is, you know, kind of giving away those freebies too much. But it's really on the managers to figure out, okay, how can we save certain guys and be able to use certain guys maybe later if we feel like we have a chance to win these games.
Penso watches that pitch. It's 2-1.
You know, Danny, you talking about the efficiency of the pitching, talking to Orloff before the game, he mentioned, you know, the last thing he really wanted to do was use his best reliever, Ojeda, 40 pitches and come away with the loss, right? You're hoping to use your guys. If they're going to be overextended, you're hoping that you at least get the W out of that. So keep an eye on that pitch usage today.
Yeah, he said that's not something they normally do as Penso works the walk to put 2 aboard. They don't bring him in when they're down, but that's how important the game was last night. You got to bring your best in to keep it close.
All right, they felt like they had a chance to, you know, score some runs late in that game yesterday. They left a lot of guys on base, ultimately left 10 guys on base yesterday. And, you know, they were getting some chances. Guys were having some good at-bats, especially early on in the innings, and hopefully they can take some of that confidence going into this game today as far as offense goes.
Another first pitch strike to Alonso Reyes. Reyes 1 for 3 yesterday with a run, an RBI, and a walk. He was productive in the 7-hole. Sophomore DH. And he's behind now. Cremarosa firing in, ahead 0-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout, his third. And there's 2 away.
Yeah, really just kept climbing the ladder right there. Aiden Cremarosa using that fastball at the top. It's tough to lay off of. 2 strikes. You're trying to be aggressive, right? The Anteaters trying to really get some momentum going, especially with some runners on base, in which they didn't do yesterday, but really overexpanding the zone there at the top.
That's going to bring up James Castanola. Just flipped down in the order as he takes strike 1. So every batter has received a first pitch strike. 0 for 2 yesterday with a run and 2 walks. Pitch is fouled away. 0 and 2.
Here's a spot where you can expect Cremarosa to maybe go to some off speed after challenging with that fastball in, maybe going off the plate, especially that curveball comes in at 70 miles an hour, be a good change of pace.
He goes up to Castanola. It's a 1 and 2. Breaking ball, Castanola rips it foul. Was waiting on that one, huh?
Yeah, he was kind of, doing a good job of playing alongside with the pitcher, right? You get a fastball up with 2 strikes, you're able to lay off of that. Cremarosa trying to change the eye level of the hitter, thinking up, and then here comes that curveball off of that same tunnel. But he did a good job of staying back on it. I would go back to that fastball at the top of the zone, see if he offers.
That one's fouled off. Stransky. Buster Posey Awards semifinalist. He's been so good behind the plate for the Bulldogs this season.
That's right. Straight back off the mask, man. That's one thing. I couldn't be a catcher. They take way too much back there as far as physicality goes, man.
I was a catcher the first year I played. Maybe I was like 8 or 9. And I would stand up before the pitch game because I was afraid. I was afraid of getting hit. And my coach was like, yeah, move her out. Move her to the field.
That doesn't surprise me.
Wow. Wow. That's what you think of me, huh? Okay. That's all right. 2 on, 2 down. It's a 1-2 count. That one misses. It's 2 and 2. That's a great take by Castanola. Fly ball deep left field at the wall, at the track, and that one's over the wall. His 5th home run of the season, and it's an important one. A 3-run shot to get the Anteaters on the board.
Well, you feel like it was one of those moments that they needed to capitalize on. Yesterday, we mentioned how tough it was with runners on base. They left 10 on base and really couldn't get anything going with the extra base hit. And Castanola, not known so much for the power, only 4 up until that point this season. But he gets this fastball right over the heart of the plate, and credit him for having a really good at-bat, laying off of some tough pitches, fouling off pitches, and then ultimately getting one and depositing it over the left field wall.
Frankie Carney steps in and takes strike 1. I mean, Cremarosa's done such a good job, of getting ahead of the batters, getting in a count that suits him, right? And Castanola works it back and gets that pitch and doesn't miss.
Well, that's what working a good at-bat can do is, you offer yourself more opportunities to see pitches, and early on, you know, your first time in the lineup facing a guy, the more you can see somebody, the more your timing gets a little better with each pitch. And he got it to see a good amount of different pitches too, and ultimately capitalized.
That's a check swing. Tap to second, down the line. And Carney will be safe to extend the inning. They'll turn the lineup over. And that's just hustling it out. Check swing, and you got to get down the line.
Yeah, and talking to, you know, Orloff earlier on today, he mentioned yesterday didn't really feel like he had a guy step up in a big moment, right? He needed that clutch hit multiple times yesterday, and you get that from Castanola, but then you're also getting the grit. You want some of the guys being able to beat out those, you know, soft ground balls, whatever it may be, busting it out of the box. That's an example of things that can give your team momentum early on in the game.
So here's Bermudez. He takes ball one. So the first batter to not see a first pitch strike. And to your point, the bottom of the lineup yesterday, while lacking production in general from the Anteaters, they were getting hits. They were getting on base, right? Trying to turn that lineup over for their big hitters. That pitch is fouled away. And that tells me a lot, right? When you don't have it with Colin Yeaman and Anthony Martinez and Jacob McCombs, right? Your 2, 3, 4, they couldn't muster a hit yesterday. They did get on base with some walks, but couldn't get the hit. You got the bottom of the lineup getting on base for them. So I think that's important. Breaking ball missing. Just missing. Swing and a miss. It's 2-2. Bulldogs gave up a 4 spot to UCLA yesterday. They hung around in the game. It ended up being a rout by the Bruins. But it's a real tough way to start the game when you get in a hole and the other team puts up that crooked number.
Yeah, well, this is what UC Irvine is known so well doing, is being able to make pitchers work. Cremarosa already about to deliver his 32nd pitch of the inning. And this is the type of fight that, you know, UC Irvine has had all season long, is just making pitchers go deep into these counts and working good at bats, taking walks.
2 balls and 2 strikes, the count. Runner takes off, the throw from Stransky. It's there, but I don't know if the tag was made. Lee Trevino there in time. The throw looked in time. Carney gets under it and gets into scoring position.
Yeah, remember, Stransky's, you know, one of the best catchers in the nation, especially at catching and throwing. And I mean, this is just a great jump over that first base. He was halfway down the line, really didn't give Stransky much of an opportunity. He kind of timed him up there as well.
'50th pitch from Cremarosa coming. It's a fly ball to left field. That one's at the track, and Cam Schneider will make the catch on that. But the Anteaters score first. They're up 3-0 with that home run from James Castanola.
Yeah, we need a couple looks at this one. So nice, I gotta show it to you twice. Castanola steps in the bucket right there and absolutely smashes that baseball right there. And my man knows how big it is for the team.
Los Angeles, California is where we're coming from. UCLA earned the number national seed 15. So here's our bracket, right? As you can see, we're right now in the elimination game. Bottom left, UC Irvine and Fresno State. If you win today, then you play tomorrow. You got to play 2 games on Sunday and force a game 7 that would be on Monday. Because they lost their first game, it's a double elimination. So you win today, you got to win 2 tomorrow, and then force that game 7, that pivotal game 7 that we love so much. So it's a long road for these 2 teams. You got to have the pitching to do it, right? You got to have maybe a little luck, a little timing. It's going to take a ton, but obviously Fresno State, who's been a 4 seed, Ryan Overland, who won the 2008 Men's College World Series, knows a thing or two about it. He said to us, he's like, you know, you can't bottle that up. Everyone asks me, how do you replicate it? How do you bring back the vibes of the 2008 team, the underdog team? He said, you can't bottle it up. You just have to go out and face your opponent, whoever they may be, and you got to really want it, really want it. That's tapped on the ground to Martinez, and Bobby Blanford is retired.
Yeah, Danny, I thought it was interesting how he talked about that 2008 Bulldogs team that won the College World Series and how, you know, a lot of those personalities just really mesh together, right? And anybody that's played, you know, any type of sport knows how important it is when the personalities really mesh and everybody enjoys being around each other. And that's really what college athletics is all about. You're growing up with a good group of individuals, and collectively you're trying to get to one goal and get to one place. And that's why it's so much fun.
A ton of fun. It's a ton of fun, right? You want to keep playing with your boys. You want to keep summer going. These guys don't want to go home. They want to hang out. They want to play video games, whatever it is, right? You just want to hang out with your boys for one more game. A lot of times, too, it's practice. A lot of people are like, I just want to practice one more time with my team. Justin Stransky is the batter, 0 for 4 yesterday. It's popped up in foul territory, right side and out of play. Stransky, the senior catcher, transferred from Lower Columbia Junior College after 2 years there. He earned All Mountain West first team this season. Slices that pitch into right field. Chase Call makes the catch. There's 2 away. So 2008, what we're talking about here, the Men's College World Series, and it was all Steve Detweiler, all 6 runs with a torn tendon in his left thumb. This guy was an absolute beast. Beast mode for Detweiler.
Yeah, crazy to think that was, you know, 17 years ago. That doesn't even make any sense. That seems like yesterday. One of my best friends was on that Bulldogs team, Blake Amador, who transferred from UNLV to the Bulldogs in 2008.
Wow.
And ends up winning a College World Series playing with Ryan Overland.
Ryan Overland said they were playing for the chairs in the locker room. They just wanted to keep the chairs because the clubhouse attendant said that's what you get. You get to keep the chairs, that's where they go. So after every game, it's for the chairs, it's for the chairs.
What he mentioned, that was kind of the, you know, their mentality, right? Just,
yeah.
You know, happy-go-lucky, felt like they could beat anybody, didn't feel like they were really up against, you know, it was them up against the world. You know, all odds against them. They just ran with it.
Lee Trevino is the batter. Takes a big breaking ball to make it a 2-1 count. Sometimes it's just got to be a little silly, a little fun, right? That's the whole point. These are kids playing a game. Sometimes it's just about the chairs in the clubhouse.
Yeah. Well, talking to Willie Bloomquist, you know, manager of or head coach of ASU, he talked about that's one thing that he wanted to bring into the program is a little more of that laid backness, talking mess, you know, having fun.
That's rolled over on the ground. It'll get through the left side for a 2-out base hit for Trevino. The senior shortstop extends the inning for the DH, Jet Ruby.
Next up in the batter's box for Fresno State, DH, number 9, Jet Ruby.
Ruby, a Fresno native, went to Buchanan High School. Another guy whose first memory is watching Aaron Judge hit. That pitch paints on the outside for strike one. Trevino over at first, 7 stolen bases this year, and he's now reached base safely in 13 straight games. Breaking ball misses, it's 1-1. Inside, it's 2-1. He's got those hands going. He's trying to time it. Is that what he's doing with those hands on his bat?
Yeah, just a little bit of rhythm, you know, using that rhythm is emotion of, okay, let me get going a little bit, feeling like I'm loose, you know, not trying to be stiff in the box.
Ruby hits a 3-hopper over to second. Nice little flip. Bermudez to Yeaman for the 3rd out. And we're headed to the 3rd. The Anteaters still lead by 3.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew, what kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
ESPN is the home for the NCAA College Baseball Regionals. For around-the-clock multi-game coverage, scan the QR code below. ESPN Plus subscribers can access expanded coverage with Squeeze Play. So let me tell you, my friends, bottom left, that code, you want to scan it. My friends on the other side, Chris Budden, Mike Rooney, and Chris Burke got you covered every game across regionals. They got a quad box. They can watch any game, anytime, any play. Because we know you're nutty for college baseball like we are, X. And so our crew's got you covered out there. It's so easy. It's worth it.
Well, they do an amazing job just keeping everybody informed on every single game, but also just, you know, how everything plays out in the tournament, right? Giving people all the situations in which could happen, and they know the players so well, talk about the prospects and all of that stuff. That's awesome.
Colin Yeaman is going to lead things off. Cremarosa back out on the mound through 34 pitches in the 2nd inning. He's thrown 9 first pitch strikes after facing 11 batters. He's done a good job of that, despite giving up the 3-run home run to James Castanola. He's only had 1 full count and 3 3-ball counts. He's been efficient. Castanola worked that at bat. It was such a good at bat and won that battle. Yeaman fouls it away. It's 2-2.
This is the guy that the Anteaters really need to get going if they're going to have success the rest of the way through this tournament right here. Been one of those guys that has given them so much power in the middle of this order, but talk about real run production, knows how to do it with guys on base in clutch situations. They've got to get him to figure it out here.
He pops it up. over at shortstop, and Trevino makes the catch. There's one away. Yeaman, one of the guys on this team, really leading the way, coming in, led with hits, runs, home runs, RBI, and walks. So they're hoping that bat is going to come alive at some point.
Yeah, you feel like it's only a matter of time before he starts lacing some pitches, but you're just hoping that, you know, you afford yourself that amount of time, right?
Yeah. Great point. Anthony Martinez is the batter. He takes a ball low. And really, that's a credit to the game plans of these pitching staffs, right? The Sun Devils and now the Bulldogs, right? That is the coaching staff and the information they're feeding these young guys. Misses outside. It's 2-0. Troy Buckley, the pitching coach for the Bulldogs. I got to chat with him yesterday. He's awesome. So excited about this weekend, excited for his guys. That's popped up left side and out of play. Another pitch just outside. 3-1 the count. Their staff did a good job this season, striking out almost 9 hitters a game. Staff ERA above 5. So that's popped up and out of play again. Remember, they're back-to-back Mountain West champs. They earned the auto bid. 3 balls and 2 strikes, the count. Swing and a miss. Cramarosa, another strikeout, 4 on the day, 2 away.
Well, Cramarosa has done a nice job at least attacking with that fastball. You know, mixing that curveball, which can give him that swing and miss, but staying with that fastball to provide some of that heat. Maybe a little bit guessing there from Martinez as he was a little late on that, but it's some real good explosion and late life from that fastball there on the outer half.
All right, so the cleanup hitter, Jacob McCombs, comes back up. He was hit by a pitch in the second, and he takes a ball low.
And you see he's starting to work that changeup in a little bit more. I mentioned he's got a full arsenal, including the slider and the cutter as well. So a couple of times through the order now, start mixing some different pitches, see if he can get some swing and miss.
Second time through the order for Cramarosa. This would be a big out to get the cleanup guy. It's fouled back, out of play. 2-1 the count. That's a drive into center, back, tracking, see ya! Off the batter's eye, and gone. The Anteaters lead 4-0. It's his 12th of the season. And there is Jacob McCombs showing us what he's capable of.
Exit velocity 104. That ball jumped off the bat 408 feet. Well, we talked about it yesterday too. Only a couple of extra base hits, but now you're seeing the long ball come into play for the Anteaters, and that's something that they really need to get going as far as that momentum goes. This is another one of those fastballs that hung right over the middle of the plate, and not trying to do a whole lot with it, but using the middle of the field, hitting it right back where it came from with some serious backspin.
That is impressive. Right off the batter's eye, exactly what they needed. They needed to see something from their cleanup guy. 0 for 2 yesterday. Gives them a 4-0 lead. Chase Call, the batter. Takes a pitch low, it's 1-1. Call singled and scored in the second. The Anteaters got 3 last inning. Waits on that breaking ball, fouls it away. First hit for a 2-3-4 hitter today. As we mentioned, they struggled yesterday, going 0 for. And they're 2-out hitting today, 3 for 5 with 2 home runs, doing damage.
I'm actually surprised that we haven't seen Cremorosa use that curveball a little bit more in the zone. It seems to be a pitch that, you know, he can throw for strikes and still get some swing and miss on. Hasn't been able to locate it exactly the way he wants to early on in the count. But he's going to need to lean on it a little bit more here with guys hitting that fastball this second time through the order.
2 balls, 2 strikes, the count to Call. Pitch 70 on the way from Cremorosa. And it's in for a ball. The count goes full. Inside to Call, and he works the walk. You know, it's been impressive with Chase Call, X, because Ben Orloff shared that their Friday game against UCSD, he got 2 stress fractures in his back, L4, L5. He played in a game 2 weeks later. He's not 100% right now. He's playing with stress fractures. That's really impressive what he's been able to do in these last 2 games. And he extends the inning, gets aboard to bring up Blake Penso. He's reached safely in 16 straight games. These guys gutting it out. It's the postseason. They go all out. Spikes on.
Yeah, obviously these are those situations where you're going to have a lot of nicks and bruises. Everybody's going to be beat up at this point. But what can you battle through? What can you give your team?
Penso pops it up. Shallow center. Rodriguez is there to make the catch. But Jacob McCombs puts an exclamation point on the inning, makes it 4-0.
Jacob McCombs, such a sweet swing, lefty with the bat flip, doing a good job of being able to drive something to that opposite field, center field area right off the batter's eye. Great swing, adds another run for the Anteaters.
I'd do anything.
Let's put magic fairy dust on Murphy and Buzz so we can play together forever.
Wait, I have a better idea. Let's go to PetSmart. Check out Hill Science Diet. It's formulated for long, healthier lives.
Nice. PetSmart. Anything for pets. When your family feels protected under our roof, they're free to dream. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
The Women's College World Series heats up in OKC as softball's elite compete for their ticket to the championship series. The Women's College World Series continues through June 6th on the networks of ESPN.
The NCAA Regionals coverage for all 16 sites continues tomorrow on ESPN Plus and the ESPN app. For more information, visit ncaa.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. Welcome back to the bottom of the third. UC Irvine leading 4-0 over Fresno State in this elimination game. It's win or go home at this point in the season. Cam Schneider is the leadoff man. Riley Kelly back out on the mound. It's 5 for 8 with first pitch strikes this afternoon so far. Just one strikeout and one hit given up. It's in the air, right side, foul territory, out of play. He's done a good job being efficient in this game, X.
Yeah, and it's a tough delivery too. I mean, I'm thinking about the righties, in which, you know, it's not just the spin rate that you see at, you know, 3,000 RPMs, but it's also a guy that is kind of crossfiring, going towards the right-handed batter's box when he delivers as well. That can make it tough for the right-hand hitter, but also the lefty too.
That's slicing on the right side, but foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Kind of raises that left leg early and kind of goes directly towards the right-handed hitter. And, you know, for somebody that's got good extension, right, a taller pitcher, somebody's got a long arm angle, kind of gets on you quickly.
They check down to first. Joe Maiden says he did not go. 2-2 count.
I'll show you an example here, kind of what this crossfire looks like. You see that left leg kind of hang up, and he's staying on that third base side of the pitcher's rubber too. And, you know, that ball's looking like it's coming right at me with some good late life in the right-handed batter's box. And
how do you battle that as a hitter?
You just kind of stay to where you're almost picking your spot, right? Almost forgetting how he's delivering, but just picking up where the baseball is as early as possible. Trying to stay away from watching his delivery so much.
That's popped up. Penso behind home, battling and makes the catch. Not an easy play.
Well, you mentioned kind of battling, staying with that. This is one of those days today where that ball's going to come back. Like if it's going towards, you know, the stands there behind the batter's box, it's almost going to come back in a sense, and you see him staying with it, you know, in a good position with his legs. And it's a nice job of concentration watching that all the way in.
I liked the helmet toss.
Yeah, get rid of that thing early.
Gave it a good chuck. BJ Rodriguez is the batter. His first at bat this afternoon. Again, Sky Collins was injured in their Mountain West Championship game. Broke his ankle sliding into second base, so Rodriguez has stepped up in his place. Swing and a miss, it's 1-1. And I saw Sky Collins this morning, went and said, hey, and that is an ultimate teammate move to reschedule your surgery. He has a broken ankle, he's here, and he's in a cast, but he wanted to be here. He said, I wouldn't miss it for the world. That's a shallow pop-up to right, and a diving play. He wasn't able to make the catch, but what an effort. Wow, what an effort from Chase Call. The ball just drops in front of him, and Rodriguez is aboard.
Well, kind of just talked about how the wind is playing a little bit of a factor. There's a small breeze here today, and, you know, great effort coming in on this baseball, but just almost hit off the heel of the glove right there, but an amazing effort. And a nice job of awareness to get to that ball quickly, because you think about the speed, you know, somebody that can be able to run out of the box there, especially Rodriguez, get rid of that ball quickly, and it's important to do.
Dealing with those stress fractures in his back too, L4, L5 that he sustained during that Friday game against UC San Diego. Oh, he lost his chart. Got to get that chart. Yeah, that's impressive. All right, so a runner aboard back to the top, and Griffin Sotomayor will bat. 1 ball and 1 strike, the count.
And for people that don't know what that chart is that you're specifically talking about, that's a defensive placement. It tells you exactly where you're playing against each hitter, you know, what they do well. If you got to go more pool side, if this guy goes oppo, it tells you all those things.
He pops it up. This one's shallow right, but call coming in. No dive required this time. There's 2 away.
Walking up the plate for the Bulldogs.
I'm blanking right now, but the defensive chart that was lost in a big league game and picked up. That was a few years ago.
And taken to the other dugout.
Taken to the other dugout.
That was Kevin Kiermaier of the Tampa Bay Rays.
Yeah.
At the time.
Eddie Saldivar will bat. He swings through strike 1. Ball stays in front of Penso to keep Rodriguez at first. Yeah, I remember that. And the cameras caught it all. He thought he was sneaky. He thought it was so sneaky. 1 on, 2 down in the bottom of the 3rd in an elimination game here in Los Angeles. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count.
Not a great time for Rodriguez to go right now. You know, being down 4-0, you want to kind of give your guys an opportunity to get something going offensively with these bats.
A lot of movement on that pitch. Saldivar able to fight it off.
Yeah, that's that change up there that Riley will use 14% of the time. It's got that movement towards the right-handed batter's box, a little bit of vertical movement as well as horizontal. Uses it more so against the lefties.
1-2. Line drive to short. Yeaman with a little hop and a catch. Nice defense by him to close out the 3rd inning.
Yeah, Yeaman, these are the types of plays that can get you going, maybe even offensively. Transferring this defensive catch, which you see him go to his right, be able to get up, show off some of that athleticism we've been talking about. Yeaman.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
When the monsters come, all you can do is scream.
You were the last person to see the president alive. Did you kill him?
They will never see us coming.
Better?
Yes, better.
The UFL is the spring football league.
Serving exactly what you want. More of what you love.
The atmosphere.
There's a buzz right now in this building.
The intensity.
Touchdown! Whoa!
Must see for every football fan.
Oh, my! The UFL knows what gets the people going. Everything you could ever want in spring football. This is the UFL.
The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
To Omaha. The Men's College World Series starts June 13th in Omaha, Nebraska. But first, of course, we start with the regionals. That's where we're at here in Los Angeles. Both of these teams today lost their first game yesterday. The odds of winning the regional after you lose game 1, 7%. 28 teams have done it out of 400. It's kind of wild. Can be done. Has been done. Very hard to do. If you win your opening game, you have a 93% chance of winning your regional. If you go 2-0, you have an 81% chance of winning your regional. 9 4 seeds have advanced to Supers and finished in Omaha. Of course, our Fresno State Bulldogs here, one of those teams to do it back in 2008. It's an uphill climb. Both these teams are ready for battle, though. UC Irvine up 4-0 over Fresno State in the top of the 4th. Cremarosa back out. Pitch count approaching 80. Alonzo Reyes is the batter. That pitch misses outside. It's 3-1.
Yeah, as usual, Cremarosa is doing a good job of being very composed. Obviously, UC Irvine was able to get some runs on the board, but he's done a good job landing some different pitches. For UC Irvine, they're still looking to get more of that offense going consistently. Taking some good at-bats, but, you know, they're wanting more of the base hits, going towards the outfield for more extra base hits as well.
Jacob McCombs went yard in the 3rd to make it a 4-0 game. 2, 3, 4 in the order for the Anteaters have struggled the last 2 days. Reyes walks to put a man aboard, and that's going to bring up James Castanola, who hit a 3-run home run in the 2nd.
Now batting for the Anteaters, third baseman number 5, James Castanola.
Another guy who's had to wait his turn for the Anteaters, playing behind veterans. Hasn't played a ton, but he's been steady for UC Irvine. Breaking ball. That one's in for a strike.
Yeah, it's a good pitch. We just, you know, don't see it as often as I feel like we could see it. It's a pitch that you can tell buckles guys' knees, and I know he's trying to establish that fastball and get ahead with that pitch, but the curveball could be used more often today.
I think we need to bring it back. I think it's been a little less cool. I don't know. There's so many new pitches at the big league level. Let's bring back that old school 12-6. I think we call it vintage now. He leaves it high for ball 1.
Well, it just does a good job of surprising guys, right? Because when you're seeing 92, 93, and then all of a sudden you see 70 miles an hour, it's hard to really, first of all, pick it up, but it's hard to wait on how slow it is.
There it is again, and he does wait, and that one gets through the hole on the left side for 2 men aboard now. The Anteaters cooking to bring up the 9-hole hitter, Frankie Carney.
And really, Cremarosa does his job right there. Gets a ground ball, you know, no outs. Trying to get ground ball, see if he can get a double play, but hit hard enough to where he can sneak it past shortstop there. And now you see Irvine with another good opportunity with no outs and guys on base.
We've talked about Cremarosa being really efficient. He's done such a good job getting ahead. He's had 12 of 17 batters with 2 strike counts. As the bunt is laid down, Cremarosa, no play. It looks like he slipped a little bit. Perfectly placed by Carney to load him up.
And Cremarosa did a really good job bouncing off the mound there, thinking about maybe having an opportunity to go to third base. With Gray charging, though, the only play is at first base. And you actually see, first, a good place bunt right there. Cremarosa gets off the mound. He slips right there at the last second before deciding to get over to throw it to first. But I think that check over to third also kind of stopped his momentum there and caused him to slip a little bit.
Is that Gray's ball?
No, I mean, if he's charging a little bit more, I'd like the athleticism of Cremarosa coming off the mound to go get that. You want your pitchers to bounce off the mound to go get that. And he's an athletic type guy, but he just lost his footing a little bit.
So that's going to load him up back to the top. Will Bermudez is the batter. Big swing, fly ball, slicing, left field, just foul. Yesterday, the Anteaters were 0 for 2 with the bases loaded. It was their Achilles heel. They lost 4-2 against Arizona State. Ben Orloff hoping the tides are turning here.
Well, you just need those big hits, right? You can't afford to, when you're playing great teams, especially from the West Coast in this regional, you can't afford to give teams opportunities to get out of those innings.
Bermudez, another one, just foul. Just foul. He's 8 for 20 with the bases loaded this season. He's batting .400. He's been in this spot before. He's being aggressive right now. It's a 1-2 count.
That ball was close over there down the line, too.
It was. Joe Maiden at first had to hop out of the way. The 1-2's fouled off. It's great at bat.
Challenging Bermudez with that fastball. See if he goes back to that changeup here that he likes against lefties.
No outs in the top of the 4th. Breaking ball on the ground to second base. They toss over, and they're able to turn 2. A double play for the Bulldogs. A run comes home. It's 5-0.
Yeah, really needed a swing and miss or a double play there. Try to limit the damage with bases loaded, nobody out. You know, but the Anteaters are able to at least scratch another run here by putting the ball in place. Nicely turned right there for the Bulldogs.
2 outs for Colin Yeaman. First pitch swinging. He pops it a mile high in the air. Sotomayor will make the catch. The Anteaters get one more. Little insurance for them as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning here in Los Angeles. Sunny Los Angeles, California.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Feel protected under our roof, so your family can dream fearlessly. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
When the monsters come, all you can do is scream.
You were the last person to see the president alive. Did you kill him?
They will never see us coming.
Better?
Yes, better.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy Hot, you're so back.
Welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. I want to let you know right now, I am the Dizzy Bat Queen. I crushed this game. Do not challenge me.
Is that right?
Yes. The woman in the blue shirt won. I'm gonna spoil it for you. She won. I love that game.
So are you good at not getting dizzy, or you're good at running while you are dizzy?
Can't tell you my secrets. Those are state secrets, sir. That's a line drive. Just foul for Murph Gray.
Overland immediately came out of the dugout. He felt like that was fair from inside of his own vantage point.
Let's take a look.
And we'll have a review all now let's play.
White ball, white line. Always tough. He is going to challenge. The call on the field is a foul ball.
I feel like maybe that was one of those ones where we'll at least try to see if, if it's close enough, if we can get this overturned. Maybe give my team a chance, some momentum here, this 4th inning. They need something to get going. It's been quiet for their bats. They need some type of energy to get them going over there in that dugout. Get another look. It's really tough to tell right there.
Our replay ops crew in Pittsburgh checking it out. You can see out of the bullpen, there's a guy in the bullpen calling it fair.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be saying it's fair no matter what.
Yesterday, the Bulldogs did a really good job of getting their leadoff guy on against UCLA. Listen to this. They were 6 for 9 with the leadoff guy, 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. That is a tough stat. They would love to get Murph Gray on and get something going.
Yeah, that's really one of the difference makers between offenses, right? Having a good day and a bad day, right? Taking advantage of guys that are getting on early, seeing if you can move them into scoring position and eventually drive them in. It's all situational hitting.
Here's our crew. Foul ball, so the call stands. Not enough evidence to overturn that. So Murph's gonna come back to the plate. He lined out to left his first at bat.
Gonna get himself a little bit of extra spray here. Make sure he's got some stick on his bat. And see if he can do it again, this time fair.
He's the first Bulldog to be named Mountain West Championship MVP in back-to-back years. Not his pitch, but called for a strike. It's 1-2.
One of the few curveballs that Riley has dropped in there. Really good pitch right there. Such good downward movement. You might see it here with 2 strikes.
It's in the dirt. It's checked to first. Joe Maiden says he did not go.
It's such a good pitch for him, too, because it starts right in the middle, and it's got sharp break late. It looks like a fastball right out of hand. All of his pitches look the same out of hand. Really good stuff.
It's inside.
Now, if you're Murph, you're feeling like you've seen everything, right? The fastball, the curveball, and right there, the changeup, 3-2. Looking for one pitch, one spot.
It's popped up on the right side. Martinez comes over. Penso came over. We saw this yesterday. A little bit of struggle with that communication.
Well, not so much communication, just as a first baseman, I've got to get as far as I can there, because we've seen now a few balls that have looked like they've gone into foul territory and come back. And I think ultimately you just didn't see Martinez get to the right spot. That's his baseball the whole way.
So they give another life to Murph. Another ball popped up right side, foul territory. That one's out of play.
And Danny, that's all about kind of knowing your surroundings, knowing your elements. Today's one of those days in which we're getting a little bit more breeze than yesterday. And as a defender, you come out here before the game, you're working on infield, outfield. Those are the things that you're checking. Okay, what are the elements, the factors that are going to be, you know, coming into play?
8th pitch of the at-bat coming. Called strike 3. Riley Kelly lands it, and he gets the call for out number 1, strikeout number 2 for him.
Yeah, a well-placed pitch there from Riley Kelly. There's been a little bit of that inconsistency whether or not the pitch down is going to be a strike. And As a hitter, you feel like you've done a good job taking a tough pitch there, but for Riley Kelly, I mean, that's perfect placement right there.
Now he's got to face the cleanup guy, Bobby Blanford. Grounded out his first at bat. And he takes ball 1. Blanford 2 for 4 yesterday with 2 runs and an RBI. He had a solo home run late in the game. Hits a pop-up to shallow right field. You got 4 defenders, and it bounces off the glove. 4 guys out there, and the ball is dropped, and that's a hustle double by Bobby Blanford, who ends up on second.
Yeah, defensively uncharacteristic of, you know, UC Irvine there. One of those balls where almost right fielder, center fielder, and may want to call him off there, but the priority there goes to the shortstop and Yeaman, and the ball's got to be caught there. But great hustle, as you mentioned, coming out of the box, making sure that you get on second right there. Nice job of Blanford making sure he's getting to second.
It's ruled at E6. And so the error allows Fresno State to get a runner in scoring position. Justin Stransky is the batter. On the ground, Yeaman makes the throw to second. They tag Blanford, who was diving back. Bermudez makes the tag, and Blanford's back to the dugout. A little redemption for Yeaman.
I mean, just an amazing job, you know, being able to bounce back from a play that you felt like he should have made. Then you get a little short hop there, and you recognize where the runner is halfway in no man's land. But also Bermudez, right? Making sure that he's getting himself to second base in position for that tag. Great heads-up defensive play right there from both your middle infielders.
Felt like Blanford was a little too far off the bag for a ground ball to second.
Yeah, I think he was trying to maybe assume that the throw was going to be, you know, he was going to throw it and try to advance there to third, but you've got to make sure, can't find yourself in no man's land there as a base runner.
Lee Trevino is the batter. The runner takes off, sliding into second. The throw from Penso not in time. So Stransky's on second now, into scoring position. I like the aggressiveness.
Well, you got to try to start making some things happen, right? And Coach Overland talked to us about Stransky being one of their better base runners, one of their faster guys. It's very uncharacteristic of most catchers, but he's got athleticism.
Trevino takes the ball. It's 1-2. 12 stolen bags for Stransky on second. Foul tip out of the glove of Penso. The Bulldogs really trying to get anything going right now. That's up. It's 2-2. There's a hole on the right side with the shift. It's popped foul.
Yeah, you feel like this is an important at bat here for Trevino. Runner in scoring position. Haven't got much offense going today. A 2-strike hit would be huge for them. You mentioned the right side kind of being open there. My focus as a hitter is I've got to stay opposite field, especially with how good his slider and changeup are.
All the parents and family members who come from far and wide to watch their sons play. Not always easy. Not easy because Fresno State yesterday 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position, 0 for 1 so far today. 8th pitch of the at-bat on its way. It's a 2-2 count. That's a line drive up the middle. That's going to score Stransky. And Trevino bringing in a run with 2 outs to get the Bulldogs on the board.
We mentioned the only way to really beat Riley Kelly there is to make sure you're staying middle of the field, opposite field. That he takes advantage of guys when they try to pull, and I love this swing because he's already spread out there, and it's a quick, short, compact cut right there, right through the middle of the field, right where it came back from. That's the definition of not trying to do too much. We talk about that all the time. It's a cliche thing, but when you're staying focused on the middle of the field, that's when good things happen.
Trevino's got 2 of the 3 hits today for the Bulldogs. The senior shortstop getting his team on the board. Daniel Babona out to have a chat on the mound.
Yeah, this is just to give him a little breather. Kelly's done an amazing job today, especially being able to put away hitters, but, you know, longer at bat right there. It's been a longer inning for him a little bit. Some different things have happened as far as, you know, foul ball that was missed on the right side. You get a pop-up that was missed defensively as well. So it's about slowing him down, giving him a chance to breathe here and get back into it.
Jet Ruby will come up with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Trevino's got 7 stolen bags this season over at first. And to your point about Riley Kelly, drafted in the 20th round by Arizona back in 2022, comes to campus, battled through some injuries the past 2 years, just 4 starts, 9 appearances last year. And he's worked himself to be one of their weekend guys for the Anteaters. Mayo Comeback Player of the Year at Irvine.
Well, Ben Orloff mentioned that he's actually their starter with the best stuff, right? The guy that can get up to 95. You talked about the draftability there and projectability. He's got some different weapons and a great arsenal.
That pitch misses. It's 3-0.
It's an auto take here as a hitter, right? You got to make sure that he's throwing you a strike. You're going to at least see one. No 3-0 hacking here, down 4 runs.
And that misses. So it's a 4-pitch walk. The first issued by Kelly. That's going to put 2 runners on. The Bulldogs extend the inning. Cam Schneider will bat.
See the 24 pitches this inning. Just a little bit more of that work. He's been really efficient today, but some better at-bats here coming from the Bulldogs in this bottom of the 4th inning. Guys going a little bit deeper in the count, seeing some pitches, not offering too much outside the zone. Doing a nice job here.
Schneider popped out to the catcher Penso his last at-bat. It's fouled away. All right, so David Utagawa, the senior righty, warming in the pen for the Anteaters. '70th pitch is a curveball that's up. It's 2-1.
Credit the patience of the Bulldogs hitters right now. You seeing Kelly on the ropes a little bit. Okay, don't try to get overly aggressive, kind of picking out one pitch, one spot on the plate, whether that be middle in, middle of the way, but staying with the plan.
That pitch misses. It's a 3-1 count.
Again, the approach has to be middle of the field the other way. I can't try to pull Kelly here.
Kelly fires back, and that brings the count full.
It's got to be the same exact pitch as a hitter. I've got to see that same pitch, even if it's a curveball or a slider. It's got to start middle in and end up in that same spot. I got to get something up in the zone.
strikeout for Riley Kelly. Comeback player of the year, comeback pitch to strand those runners. When we come back in the 5th, we'll get a chance to catch up with Ryan Overland, the head coach of the Bulldogs.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
When the monsters come, all you can do is scream.
You were the last person to see the president alive. Did you kill him?
They will never see us coming.
Better?
Yes, better.
The UFL is the spring football league.
More of what you love.
The atmosphere, the intensity. Must see for every football fan. The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
Welcome back. Top 5, UC Irvine up 5-1 over Fresno State. We're joined by the Bulldogs head coach, Ryan Overland. Coach, what have you noticed in your team's approach at the plate this afternoon?
Yeah, we're facing a really, really talented arm there. Obviously, both these guys like to use the top of the zone and keeping the ball below their hands. I don't know if we've caught guide on playing with him yet, but we got to find a way to hang some zeros and get some offense together.
Yeah, Coach, on your end, Cremarosa, how important is it to get some length out of him? How much longer can we expect him to stay in this one?
We got to do what we can to stay in the game, if that's with him or turning over the bullpen here. We got to find a way to get some zeros, and obviously the home runs were big, but really the three free passes have scored, and the solo home runs we can live with.
Coach, thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Ryan Overland giving us another moment. Always appreciate them talking to us in the game, giving us some insight. Cremarosa back out on the mound. Anthony Martinez fouls off a pitch. Bulldogs weren't sure if Aiden Cremarosa was going to be a starter this season because of who they had in the fall. There were some injuries to their starting staff, and that pushed him into this role. Big breaking ball catches for a strike. It's 0-2. And he's been really good for them. Again, 2 guys on their staff this season with over 100 strikeouts. It's the Bulldogs and LSU who did that in the regular season, and then Cremarosa earns Mountain West Pitcher of the Year.
He mentioned it too, just tries to live at the top of the zone, and he can work around some walks and does a good job being able to use that full arsenal. And the important thing is to get some more length out of him today at 93 pitches, but gonna see how long he can go, trying to stay away from that bullpen as long as possible.
Martinez fouls it back and battles at the plate. Looking for his first hit today. Lays off the pitch. It's 2-2.
Almost surprising too, at 95 pitches, you don't see any movement really in the bullpen. Tells you a lot about, how much they're trying to get out of Cremarosa today.
It's a great point. Martinez hits a fly ball left field. The center fielder, Rodriguez, will come in to make the catch. And there's one away. Jacob McCombs coming up to the plate in the 3rd. He did this.
Yeah, huge swing from McCombs, and this ball had some serious backspin to it, driven right off the center field batter's eye. And these are the swings that Irvine is looking for. More of that slug, more of that power, more of that juice coming into play in the middle of their order.
And he takes ball 1. So you mentioned the pitch count for Cremarosa. He went 118 pitches 2 games ago against New Mexico. He came into the regionals throwing 91 1/3 innings, 107 strikeouts, only 12 walks. So the walks today are uncharacteristic. That's driven into right field for a 1-out base hit for McCombs. Easy swing there.
Yeah, ball jumped off of his bat. See the exit velo there at 102, but does a good job of staying balanced and catches something out over the plate, stays through that. Great backside rotation, too. Got a quick swing.
Chase call comes up. You know, we've been talking about the uniforms, by the way, these teams are rocking. The stirrups for the Anteaters, classic college baseball uniform, part of the uniform. I love stirrups, I'm a big fan.
Hey, that's a good look right there. His is coming all out of his shoes. That's how you know a guy playing hard.
We gotta get a timeout to get that fixed. It's not easy, that takes time. You gotta hook that back around your foot, take your shoe off. Yeah. We got to tape that or something. Here's pitch 101. It's in for a strike. It catches on the outside part of the plate. It's 1-2.
I think you do have to keep an eye on McCombs here at first base. Definitely a guy that has some speed and trying to put pressure on this defense right now.
Call watches, strike 3. It's the 5th strikeout for Cremarosa, and there's 2 away.
It's a good pitch at the top of the zone. We just got done talking to Coach Overland about it, right? It's one of his keys to success is being able to use it, spotting it up a little bit on the outer half there, and it's a nice job of expanding the zone there with 2 strikes.
Here's Blake Penso. He swings through strike 1. We mentioned the 118 pitch outing for Cremarosa against New Mexico. So no stranger to getting into the 100s. And Ryan Overland is gonna need that if they wanna get back in this ball game. He's ahead 0-2.
And this is where he can really go outside of the zone here. Try to get a swing and miss, a chase, really, maybe that curveball in the dirt.
Cremarosa, back-to-back strikeouts. He's looking fresh right now, and that's what the Bulldogs need. They're trailing by 4. That's a great job by him.
Yeah, you're talking about attacking the zone. Cremarosa coming back with those 2 straight strikeouts. And it's just cheese at the top, right? And using the outer half of the plate against the righties. Big swing right there.
Ben Orloff coming up when we come back.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
The UFL is the spring football league.
More of what you love.
The atmosphere, the intensity. Must see for every football fan. The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
Welcome back to the top of the 5th. The Anteaters up 5-1 over the Bulldogs in an elimination game here in Los Angeles. It's the NCAA Baseball Regionals, and both these teams want to keep their seasons alive. Right now, UC Irvine leads by 4 runs. They've done a nice job getting on base, big bats, big swings from their offense that was quiet We're joined now by Ben Orloff, the head coach of the Anteaters. Hey, Coach, what have you noticed in your team's big swings today, especially with those homers?
You know, we've kind of got the capability to do that, and, you know, it's kind of come at the expense of a couple of strikeouts over the course of the year, but, you know, with how we are in the lineup, the power 1 through 9, we can change the game with one swing.
Coach, talk to us a little bit about what you've seen from Kelly. We talked a little bit before the game just about the stuff and, you know, his ability to spin the baseball. What have you liked today?
Yeah, the stuff's been good, and, you know, we got those zeros after we scored in the second and third were huge. You know, we're kind of running up towards the end of it probably here with him, but we like that he's, you know, giving us a chance to play from ahead.
Coach, what do you think the plan is moving forward once you take him out?
It'll be to Utagawa and then to Martin.
Okay. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
5-1 Anteaters. BJ Rodriguez will bat. So you heard it there what the plan is. David Utagawa, who was warming up in the pen. Max Martin, the junior righty. Could see those two guys coming in.
And I think they're also looking at, you know, being able to limit his pitch count. You know, if he has a quick inning, you know, you're able to go to this bullpen, which has been really good all season long. At some point, you might need Kelly to come back into the fold this weekend, especially with his the stuff that he's thrown today. Really, they can lean on that at another point.
Yeah, we showed the bracket earlier. You can get out of the regional if you lose the first game. You just got to win the next 4. 1 today, 2 tomorrow to force a Game 7 on Monday. It's an 0-2 count to Rodriguez. Swing and a miss. Just the 4th strikeout for Riley Kelly.
And Kelly knows how efficient he needs to be inside the strike zone. If he's going to get swing and miss, it's got to be more so inside the strike zone here in this 5th inning. And this is another great curveball. We talked about him spinning it. Just great vertical depth on that pitch right there.
Back to the top, Griffin Sotomayor is the batter. He fouls a pitch away. 8 of 18 pitches from Kelly have been first pitch strikes. Was 6 for his first 11, but 1 for 6 last inning. To your point, through 30 pitches in the 4th inning, if the Anteaters want to make a run at this, they'll need him to be efficient here. Pitch 80 coming. That's tapped on the ground to second base. Bermudez makes the play, and there's 2 outs, 2 quick outs.
And I think to your point, Danny, I think, you know, pitching coach Daniel Babona, who's done an amazing job with this team, former pitcher himself who played with the Cardinals organization. I actually played with him during our time in the minor leagues, but what he's done with this pitching staff has been impressive, especially getting some length out of starters. You know, we've talked a lot at length about the bullpen and what they've been able to do, but a lot of that is because of efficiency and strike one. Guys going right after hitters and picking also the right times to go out there and talk to your pitchers. That's a huge part of it, too.
Ahead again, 0-1 to Eddie Saldivar. And he takes a ball. It's 1-1. It's going to take every guy on this team if they want to get to the regional final.
You know, Coach Babona also mentioned to me that the mustache was something he started recently growing.
I was gonna ask you.
Said he was challenged on whether or not he could grow one, and he said, "Let me show you what I got," to his pitching staff.
That's a fly ball into right field. It's got length and carry, and that one is out of here. Saldivar hits his 5th of the season. He says it's not over yet. The Bulldogs get another. It's 5-2.
Well, Kelly had gotten ahead of the first couple of hitters, and, you know, you get behind. Saldivar gets a good job of, you know, understanding, okay, the fastball is going to come at some point here. 2-1 count. I get one on the middle. And he just launched it. Did a good job of leaning on that pitch right there, staying short, compact with the swing. And that ball is hurt. He's now extended his hitting streak to 14 games with that home run.
That's going to bring Babona out. We mentioned there were some arms warming up in the pen for the Anteaters. Saldivar's second homer of the tournament is going to cause the pitching change. For UC Irvine, it's a 3-run ball game in the bottom of the 5th.
I'd do anything.
Let's put magic fairy dust on Murphy and Buzz so we can play together forever.
Wait, I have a better idea. Let's go to PetSmart. Check out Hill Science Diet. It's formulated for long, healthier lives.
Nice. PetSmart. Anything for pets.
It's a rare thing when someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with the power of Morgan Stanley.
Mom can speak walrus?
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
When the monsters come, all you can do is scream.
You were the last person to see the president alive. Did you kill him?
They will never see us coming.
Better?
Yes.
Better.
We can't get enough of the WNBA.
Dallas Wings select Paige Beckers.
With more stars and more heat than ever.
Ridiculous!
The WNBA on ESPN.
Riley Kelly comes out of the game after 4 2/3. He gave up 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, just 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. He faced 20 batters. So his day is done as he crushes an Uncrustable. He's going to pass the rock to the senior righty, David Utagawa, the transfer from Northwestern.
Utagawa, that fastball, uses it 71% of the time. It's going to be a lot of heat. You know, kind of sits at around 91, 92, but can get it up there a little bit. Gets a lot of swing and miss from that pitch as well, but also will mix in the slider and the changeup. The slider is more the bread and butter there that gives a good change to the hitters. Does a good job of mixing it up as well.
So Eddie Saldivar just hit a solo shot, made it 5-2. Murph Gray is going to be the batter with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. He takes strike 1. It's fouled off Gray. Outfielders look deep, X.
Yeah, I think at this point, opportunity to where, you know, you let something fall in front of you. You're not trying to give up too many extra base hits at this point here. Gray, obviously, with some good power, you know, he can juice something pretty good.
Watches it all the way in. You know, we mentioned the big series, the Dodgers and the Yankees. Aaron Judge, former Bulldog, and Murph Gray's had conversations with him. A lot of respect for what Judge has done. Called him humble. As Gray taps it to short. Yeaman with the throw, makes the play. They bring in Utagawa, he gets the job done. The Bulldogs got one back with that solo shot, but we head to the 6th with the Anteaters up by 3.
When your family feels protected under our roof, they're free to dream. And you can get a personalized rate based on how you drive. Customize what you pay with Drive My Way. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. No, I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio?
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I can say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
The UFL is the spring football league.
More of what you love.
The atmosphere, the intensity. Must see for every football fan. The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
Bouncing around from site to site right here on Squeeze Play Live. If there are home runs or big plays, you will not miss. Let's lose our minds.
Well, that's one way to get the party started. Oh, it is good!
That's a bad flip. Get used to that this weekend. This is your one-stop shop for everything Road to Omaha.
ESPN is the home for the NCAA College Baseball Regionals for around-the-clock multi-game coverage. You can scan the QR code below. ESPN Plus subscribers can access expanded coverage with Squeeze Play. Our friends Chris Budden, Michael Patrick Rooney, and Chris Burke in the studios back in Bristol got you covered. Every game, every big moment, they'll have their eyes on it for you. Just scan that code. It's super easy. I promise it's worth it if you're a fan of college baseball. The coverage that we do is unmatched. We got quad boxes. They can go 4 games at a time. Yeah, my guy right there, obviously watching Squeeze Play right now. Our crew crushes it. Matt Schick also a part of this weekend. Top of the 6th inning. Alonzo Reyes is the batter, and he hits it on the ground. And that one just popping out of the glove of Saldivar. Kind of a wonky play.
Yeah, he just completely lost his footing. One of those ones where you try to stop your momentum going a little bit too hard to the right side. Does a good job of getting to this ball, but just like feet ended up being too close together and lost his balance on that.
That's not a thing you see very often. And so Reyes will be aboard for James Castanola, who hit a 3-run homer in the 2nd. He takes a ball from Aiden Cremarosa. Again, Cremarosa still in this ballgame. Started the game, and that was pitch 110. His season high is 118. He fields his position, throws to second. They go over to first and turn the double play. How about a 1-6-3 and 2 outs?
Just a really athletic job. We saw him bounce off the mound a little earlier today on a bunt. Wasn't able to make that play, but we know he's an athletic guy. Gets off the mound well. Feet underneath him. Does a good feed over to second base. And well-turned double play right there, and he needed that. Try to save some pitches here.
Yeah, throws his hands up. He likes it. That's going to bring up Frankie Carney. He paints for strike 1. Swing and a miss. 2 outs, 6 pitches by the Anteaters. You got to slow down a little bit.
Yeah, I think obviously there's a team that's done a good job of being patient with him and over aggressiveness, you know, knowing that he's on the ropes a little bit, trying to get aggressive might have hurt right there.
It's fouled away. The count stays 0-2.
But also, I can't fault them for, you know, an opportunity. You got a runner on first base. Just one of those ones that ran in on the hands there. So you're not trying to give away any double plays necessarily, but We've seen them be patient. That's something that's been good for them.
Ball 1. Missing outside, it's 2-2.
It's a good spot right there by Cramarosa. And I liked how he's kept his composure. You know, there's been some inconsistencies with the strike zone, he's felt like, and still continue to stay on the mound and stay focused.
Pitch 118 is fouled away, matching a career high. He threw 118 2 games ago against New Mexico State. It's gutsy, man. That's what you do in the postseason. This is what it's all about. Swing and a miss, Cramarosa. 119 pitches for the Bulldogs, who are trying to win this game and play a little bit longer.
Yeah, you're gonna ride or die with your big dogs here, and this is straight fastball. He's been great using it all day, and man, that's a lot of pitches, but a lot of strikes.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy hot, you're so back.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
this is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Introducing Michelob Ultra Zero. Zero alcohol, ultra smooth taste. Just 29 calories. Stay in the game with Michelob Ultra Zero.
Welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Regionals, presented by Capital One. Elimination Saturday. It's bottom of the 6th, and the Anteaters up 5-2 over the Bulldogs. It's been a great game so far. We got another one coming up tonight, by the way. UCLA and Arizona State, 9 Eastern, 6 p.m. local time on ESPN+. We got you covered here. Utagawa back in the game. Bobby Blanford is the batter. One ball, one strike, the count. Blanford doubled back in the 4th. That's low for a ball. It's 2-1. All right, so Cramarosa's day is done by the looks of it. And what a job by him, 119 pitches. Career high handshakes and hugs and high fives from his teammates.
Yeah, Cramarosa just, you know, laid it all out there, right? You think about throwing that many pitches, it just tells you how important he is to this team, what he's done all season long. The stuff has been great all season long, a lot of strikeout stuff. Just hoping that this is not his last game of the season.
Went 6 innings, 7 hits, 5 earned runs, 3 walks. Really gutsy from him. His team got 2 on the board while he was in the game. Kept it close. That's all you can ask. Justin Stransky floats one into shallow center. It's going to drop down for a 1-out base hit.
Well, if you're Fresno State, you've built some momentum over the past 2 innings. You've been able to scratch a run, both there in the 4th and in the 5th, and you know, hoping to still build off of that. A 3-run lead is nothing that's insurmountable. You feel like you should be able to come back from something like that. It's now you versus this UC Irvine pen, but gotta still have good at-bats.
Lee Trevino takes strike 1. He made it a 5-1 ball game in the 4th with his RBI single. Great at bat by him, worked the count all the way back and got a pitch to hit. 2 for 2 today.
And the approach has to stay the same as just that last at bat, you know, staying low with line drives, thinking opposite field, middle of the field. There's a bigger hole between first and second. He can use that, got good bat control.
Taps it foul, it's 0-2. In on his hands for a ball. 1-2 the count.
That's that running, sinking 2-seam fastball right there from Utagawa. A lot of times off of that pitch, he'll use that slider that goes away from the right-handed hitter.
Another check on the runner at first. Stransky's got 12 stolen bases. Actually, you said it earlier, a ton of speed for a catcher. He's one of the best in the country, a finalist for the Buster Posey Award. Semi-finalist, excuse me. Close. Joe Maiden's right there over at first, keeping an eye. Trevino drives it into center. Playing in the perfect spot is McCombs. It was shallow. He thought about throwing to first, but he makes the play, and there's 2 outs. Jet Ruby will bat. 1 on, 2 down in the bottom of the 6th.
You know, Danny, even as a base runner here, even if you're not stealing, Stransky's got great speed. I still got to be looking for the ball in the dirt, right? Look, giving myself an opportunity to advance to second base. It doesn't have to always be a stolen base. They're obviously continuing to check on him because of that speed, but also using the speed, knowing the situation. I see down angle on a pitch that's a slider that Utagawa uses a lot. I can be able to get that bounce and go.
That pitch is outside for a ball. Ruby walked his last at bat. He's in as the DH this afternoon. He hits that one into center. McCombs there, makes another play. Responsible for all 3 of them in this one, and the Anteaters keep that 5-2 lead.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Where are all the animals, Dad?
Don't know, kiddo. Just not our day.
It's a rare thing when someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with expert insights from Morgan Stanley to help you navigate the markets.
Mom can speak walrus?
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
The UFL is the spring football league.
More of what you love.
The atmosphere, the intensity. Must see for every football fan. The United Football League. All season long on ESPN, ABC, and ESPN+.
It's Elimination Saturday today. In the top of the 7th in Los Angeles, California, UC Irvine up 5-2 over Fresno State. 16 teams are going to go home today. Seasons will end today. You can see in the top right hand of your corner, we got the scores for you and all those elimination games. The Bulldogs have a new arm on the mound taking over for Cremarosa. This is the junior, Drew Townsend, making his 17th appearance.
Yeah, Townsend has some good velocity too. He can get the ball up there 94, 95, but he'll normally sit around 92. Does have some strikeouts on the year, but the big pitch for him is using that slider. Get some swing and miss about 48% of the time, so expect to see that early and often against these UC Irvine Anteaters.
Yeah, and they're going to go back to the top. Bo Bermudez is going to start things off. So yesterday, 2 through 4 in their lineup for the Anteaters were 0 for 9. Their 1, 2, 3 hitters today are 0 for 9 with 3 strikeouts. That's where a little of my concern comes from. I know they're winning this game. They've done a good job. It's really been that bottom half of the order plus the McCombs homer. Just trying to see if these guys can get going. This is part of the heartbeat of their team here at the top. Bermudez takes a ball low.
Also, I think, you know, for an offense too that's expected those guys to get going so often, you know, it may give them some confidence, feeling like, okay, we don't have a ton of pressure on ourselves. We've been able to score 5 without really our big dogs going. Okay, let's make sure that now we start having those good at-bats, and maybe collectively as a team, they really haven't been the best version of themselves.
Which is impressive, right? To be able to
Absolutely
be ahead in this ball game and not have those guys' bats right now is impressive. That's fired in for a strike. It's 2-1. He hits it on the ground to second base. Saldivar makes the easy play, and there's one out. That's going to bring up Colin Yeaman.
For the Anteaters, shortstop number 34, Colin Yeaman.
Yeaman, the transfer from College of the Canyons, the Big West Field Player of the Year. Got hurt at the end of last season. Ben Orloff saw him before he was hurt. He committed. He wanted to play for the Anteaters. His injury to his shoulder was a non-throwing injury, and this guy, throughout the summer, drove in LA traffic to rehab that shoulder. Back and forth, 2.5 hours, all summer long. They weren't sure he'd be swinging before January, and he has been such a big part of their season. Drives it into right field for a base hit. That's his first hit today.
But that's the type of
weekend.
That's the type of swing that you want to get from your guys. You know, feeling like he doesn't have to pull. You see, it's just a good job of letting that ball travel, seeing it a little bit deeper, and barrel stays behind the baseball, head stays behind it. That's the type of swing that'll get you going more from a production standpoint, and then you can start lifting it.
He was 0 for 7 coming into that at bat. That's got to feel good for him. To bring up the 3-hole guy, Anthony Martinez.
I feel like him and Martinez have kind of been the same, just not quite the timing on a little bit underneath pitches.
And Martinez is going to float that into shallow left. He'll take it how he can. And Yeaman going first to third. How about that base running to put runners on the corners for the Anteaters. Did we reverse jinx it or what?
Yeah, also, look, I thought Snyder was playing deep there by the fence in left field. Maybe not an opportunity to catch, but look how deep he is in left field out there. So naturally, you get a guy that can go first or third with Yeaman's speed, and good job being aggressive. Make sure he gets around second, no hesitation. And now you find yourself with a runner on third, less than 2 outs. Makes the job as a hitter that much easier for McCombs.
Martinez was 0 for 6 before that hit. And that's going to bring out Troy Buckley to the mound to have a chat with his guys. 2 on and 1 out in the top of the 7th. So we mentioned we're in the Los Angeles Regional. If you're just hanging out with us alongside Xavier Scruggs, I'm Danny Wexelman. So UCLA earned the number 15 national seed. We're going to see them later tonight playing Arizona State. The Sun Devils are the 3 seed. They're on the winner side of our bracket. You can see in the bottom side, on the elimination side, you see Irvine and Fresno State. Win and advance, lose and go home. Your season is over. It's a huge game right now. If you win, you get to play tomorrow. If you win that first game tomorrow, guess what? You get to play a second game tomorrow. And if you win that game, you get to force a game 7. So one of these teams here today, X, could make it out of the regional, but you have to win 4 straight.
Absolutely, and it's going to be tough, but I think one thing we know about UC Irvine is they actually have the pitching to do so. And look, I mean, it's going to be important for those guys in the middle to get going. We've seen it with Yeaman and Martinez now, back-to-back hits to the opposite field. Those are great signs from guys that really haven't gotten going yet.
Here's Jacob McCombs. He's the cleanup hitter in this lineup. First pitch swinging. It's on the ground through the right side. That's going to bring Yeaman home. The beasts have been awoken. The meat of the order for the Anteaters. A single, and then a run driven in. It's 6-2 UC Irvine.
And I think what I like most is seeing the swings haven't been too big, right? They've been really comfortable swings in which almost you're thinking batting practice. I'm just trying to pepper something to the outfield, taking advantage of a huge hole there. It's a nice job of McCombs. Great swing.
Here's Chase Call. He takes ball 1 from Townsend.
We were talking about collectively those guys in the middle needing to get going. That's exactly how you do it. Just shortening up the swing. A lot of the swings early on, even yesterday, too big for this team.
Call takes a strike. It's 1-1. And part of that hitting philosophy comes from the first base coach. That's JT Bloodworth. 7 seasons with this team, in charge of recruiting hitters, infielders. That's all in their approach. That's all in their prep. That one bounces. It's going to get by Stransky. Both runners advance 90 feet to get into scoring position.
Well, I think one thing JT has done too is, you know, really got these hitters to understand that the home run hitting isn't a huge part of their, doesn't have to be a huge part of their game. It's going to come naturally because you have some big, strong hitters in the middle of this order. But as long as you are overall good hitters first, good things are going to happen.
2 balls and 1 strike, the count to Call. That's a good pitch from Townsend, but it misses. It's 3-1. Call thought about it, didn't go, so he works the walk to load him up, and this is a big moment here for the Anteaters. Maybe trying to open this game up. It looked like the defenders were even with the bags, X.
Yeah, just a situation where, hey, if the ball's hit hard, I'm going to first with it. If it's coming slow, I can come in on it, go home with it. Just depending upon how hard the ball is hit. Might see something similar here with the corners even. They may be looking to turn 2. But if you can get a ground ball here from Townsend, that's about as good as you're looking for right now.
Penso, first pitch swinging, hits it to Trevino. He turns to second, and they turn a double play, a 6-4-3 to get out of the jam. Great job by the defense to get out of it, and the Bulldogs, they trail by 4. Their bats are coming up.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening!
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen!
this is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Your brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications during rush hour. Some allergy medications can make you drowsy. But Allegra is different. Traffic jam? We got this.
Woo! We're nailing it.
Yeah, come on. Like a boss. Right on time.
Allegra is fast 24-hour allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so you can use it even when you're driving. It's a no-brainer.
Introducing Michelob Ultra Zero. Zero alcohol, ultra smooth taste. Just 29 calories. Stay in the game with Michelob Ultra Zero.
6-2 UC Irvine over Fresno State in the bottom of the 7th. This is an elimination game. Anteaters have gotten the bats going. James Castanola hit an early 3-run home run, and then Jacob McCombs had a solo shot. 2 singles, 2 RBI for him today as the cleanup hitter in the lineup. The Bulldogs got a good effort from Aiden Cremarosa, but the bats right now for UC Irvine have been the difference maker.
Yeah, they've woken up in a major way, and you're starting to see more of the extra base hits. More importantly, some of those guys in the middle of the order getting going a little bit. Jacob McCombs having a great day and continuing on the rest of that lineup.
Udagawa back out on the mound, and Cam Schneider takes strike 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Schneider struck out his last at bat. Taps it foul to stay alive. In the dirt, bounces off Penso's gear.
And don't forget, for UC Irvine, it's important for these relievers to continue to be efficient, right? Limit their amount of bullets that they use, because they're going to come out of this bracket. If they're going to continue to stay winning games, they're going to have to use this bullpen and be smart with them.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. There's one away.
That was nasty. That ball just kept running in on the right-handed hitter there. Saw that start kind of middle in the zone, and that thing just ran all the way into the right-handed batter's box. It's a sinking fastball coming in at 93 miles an hour, and that's the type of movement you're looking for, especially with 2 strikes.
His first strikeout of the afternoon. That brings up BJ Rodriguez. That misses outside for a ball. Rodriguez has had to play center field this weekend. Sky Collins has been out, broke his ankle in the Mountain West Championship game. That's a tough loss to have one of their best bats, their fastest runners. Rodriguez has done a great job playing defense. Didn't have the at-bats coming into this weekend. He's done a great job filling in. Collins in a cast. Surgery's on Monday. He wanted to be here, though. He said, I had to be here. I don't care how much pain I'm in, right? You got to be here to see your boys. He's been in the dugout all game long. That's outside for a ball. It's 3-1. Rodriguez hits that deep into right field. Making the catch is Call. How about Chase Call? He's done a little bit of everything today. There's 2 outs.
Yeah, Chase Call, he's quite the specimen. Had the opportunity to go down there and kind of size him up before the game. And an athletic player, someone that does so many good things on the field, but when you have a right fielder that can go get it like that, have the awareness to know where he's at the wall, that's a great catch.
All right, so the Bulldogs back to the top with Will Bermudez. He fouls that pitch away. Fresno State hitters 1 through 3 started 0 for 7. 2 strikeouts before that Saldivar home run in the 5th. They got the leadoff man aboard 6 of 9 times yesterday against UCLA, but they were 0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. That's popped up. Center field. McCombs is there. We're gonna head to the 8th inning with the Anteaters still leading 6-2 in an elimination game.
No hits, no runs, no errors, no winners, no time.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Feel protected under our roof, so your family can dream fearlessly. Bundle life and save up to 25% on home and auto. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
this is the bathroom. We are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
The Women's College World Series heats up in OKC as softball's elite compete for their ticket to the championship series. The Women's College World Series continues through June 6th on the networks of ESPN.
Welcome back to the NCAA Baseball Regionals presented by Capital One. To the 8th we go in the elimination game here at Jackie Robinson Stadium, home of the UCLA Bruins. UCLA is the number 15 national seed, and here's the thing. These two teams lost their first game. The odds of winning your regional when you lose game 1 are 7%. You got 7% of a chance to get out of here. Stacked against you. But teams have done it. It's happened in the past. 9 4 seeds have advanced to supers and finished in Omaha. One of those is on the field today, the 2008 Fresno State Bulldogs. Ryan Overland, their head coach, a part of that team. A magical run. So they've been there before. Alonzo Reyes is the batter. It's a 2-0 count. And he takes a ball high. It's 3-0.
For Fresno State, you're just continuing to try to throw up some zeros here. So important to get your team right back in the dugout, give them some momentum, some type of opportunity to get offense going. It's been tough for them, but they need it.
There's a strike. 3-1 to count.
It comes with attacking the zone early. right? Try not to have these counts where it gets to 3-0, 2-0. Get strike one.
We've just talked about what it's going to take to win the regional as Reyes works the walk. You got to win 4 straight games. You got 4 more games. And you don't have, no one has the full staff, right? No one has the full staff to do that in a regional. That's what makes it so tough. But that's what makes it so magical as well. But it does start with efficiency in this game.
Yeah, as a focus point, you know, these teams know that they're against the odds. You mentioned it, right? 7% come out, but it's more so, okay, one pitch at a time, one hitter at a time, trying to take it one game at a time. You can't think too far out in front. You've really got to be focused on the moment.
Ryan Castro is on first pinch run. James Castanola, the batter. He squares. The bunt goes down to first base. They're going to tag him, and Castro is on second. So lays down the sacrifice to put a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, we'll continue to see West Coast baseball here being played. A lot of small ball will happen, especially UCLA, Irvine. You know, all these teams have done a good job throughout the course of the year using the small ball. And anybody in this lineup will be able to lay one down.
That's a great bunt. It's going to bring up Frankie Carney. That pitch is up for a ball. Will Bermudez waiting on deck. Colin Yeaman in the hole. Carney 2 for 3 today. It's a 9-hole hitter. You know Ben Orloff loves to see that. Pitch is missing again. Townsend came in to relieve Aiden Cremarosa. It's a 3-0 count. And that's up, so it's a 4-pitch walk to put another runner aboard. 2 walks in the 8th. That's gonna lead him back to the top of the order.
Yeah, and a good decision to go out there and talk to him by Stransky and making sure he can recollect himself, you know, take a breather.
There's action in the pen for the Bulldogs. JT Guerrero's been warming up. They want to keep this a 4-run game. Fresno State's the home team, so they got 2 more chances to get themselves back in this one. Ryan Overland's going to come out of the dugout, most likely for a pitching change. He makes the call down, and they are going to go with a new arm. 2 on, 1 down, top 8. We'll introduce you to the new arm on the mound when we come back.
Will you marry me?
Is that Hidden Valley Ranch? This is the most flavorful day of my life.
Easy squeezy Hidden Valley Ranch.
Only serious about flavor.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
It's a rare thing when someone you've been with for so long finds a way to surprise you. It's like discovering E-Trade's easy-to-use platform now comes with the power of Morgan Stanley.
Mom can speak walrus?
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
Elio?
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
The Women's College World Series heats up in OKC as softball's elite compete for their ticket to the championship series. The Women's College World Series continues through June 6th on the networks of ESPN.
The NCAA Regionals coverage for all 16 sites continues tomorrow on ESPN Plus and the ESPN app. For more information, visit ncaa.com, the home for all 90 NCAA championships. It is my favorite time of the year. We are on the road to Omaha. 64 teams, 16 regionals. 16 teams are going to go home today across the country. Some of them already have been eliminated. We've got an elimination game for you here in Los Angeles at Jackie Robinson Stadium alongside Xavier Scruggs. I'm Danny Wexelman. Top 8, 2-on-1 down. JT Guerrero, the sophomore, coming in for his 25th appearance, trying to keep it close.
Yeah, that's his only goal right here. Trying to get a ground ball, too, with runners on first and second. Get a ground ball, get out of this inning. But it's been a lot of fastball, slider, changeup mix for him. Loves to use that slider and changeup, try to keep guys off balance, but needs something on the ground here.
Townsend was able to get that double play to get out of the 7th. Guerrero would like one, too. Will Bermudez back to the top of the order. Will bat. He takes ball 1. Bulldogs have turned 3 double plays already today. That's a strike, 1-1 the count.
Yeah, and I don't mind that take there, right? Challenging him to make sure he's throwing strikes. And this is where, you know, the Anteaters have done such a better job today with runners on, 5 for 15 with runners on, runners in scoring position, 3 for 8. Better situational hitting today.
Some big missed opportunities against Arizona State last night. It was a thriller, such a great game, 4-2, Sun Devils win. And that's up for ball 3. It's a 3-1 count. ASU snapped their 4-game losing streak coming into regionals, and Irvine snapped a 4-game win streak in the regional opener. That went back to 2011. And that's a walk, and loads him up for Colin Yeaman. Yeaman singled and scored in the 7th, got his first hit of the weekend in his last at-bat. You feel like he's been taking better swings, had a better approach as we've gotten a little deeper into the weekend?
Yeah, definitely that last at-bat was a huge example of kind of what he's done well all season long, taking what the pitcher's giving him, going the other way. Same approach applies here.
First pitch swinging, it's 0-1.
And that's a little bit too big for me right there. Upper body more so being used on that swing. When he's using the hands and using the lower body, like staying strong in his legs, that's when he has a lot of success.
Fouls that one off. Guerrero's ahead 0-2. Yesterday, the Anteaters were 0 for 2 with the bases loaded. Today, 0 for 2 so far.
As a hitter here, you just got to try to remind yourself that this is when the pitcher is feeling all the pressure. I don't have to try to chase anything and get out of my zone.
Yeaman with the drive into right field. It's going to score a run. That extends the lead for the Anteaters 7-2.
And there it is right there. Same exact swing as he was able to duplicate the last time. And for Yeaman, it's all about simplifying it, shorten it up. The first 2 swings a little bit too big, gets himself with 2 strikes. Okay, I got to shorten up, spread out a little bit, let that ball travel, and that's quick in the zone and long through the baseball right there to the right side.
Here's Anthony Martinez, who hits a fly ball into left field. The runner tags from third. He's going to come home. The play safe. How about the hustle there? The catch made by Cam Schneider in left field. It's an 8-2 ball game. Frankie Carney hustling home.
Really good effort coming from, you know, the outfielder, and Schneider. He's playing deep again. Remember, against Martinez, they're playing back against the wall, and he's got a long way to go to get this ball, and does a good job with the arm. A great throw home, but the speed coming in there, Carney, way too fast.
Carney walked. 2 walks in the frame. JT Guerrero came on for Drew Townsend. Jacob McCombs is the batter. He's reached base in all 4 appearances today. Hit by a pitch, 2 singles, and a solo home run. He's driven into as well. It's been a great day for him.
Yeah, we'll get another look at this throw here. Coming from Schneider, it's a solid throw, 1 hop. Just a little bit up the first base line, but even better slide there from Carney.
Pitch is low for a ball. It's 3-0. Runners are on first and second with 2 outs in the top of the 8th. The Anteaters breaking it open. They've got a 6-run lead. McCombs takes 3-1.
To me, it's just the situational hitting that much better, right? Bases loaded. You get a line drive going the opposite way to the outfield, and then, you know, another situation where you can get a sacrifice fly, you make it happen. Those things are huge.
It's popped up and out of play. Full count.
Even productive outs when guys are in scoring position is so important. Continue to give your team momentum, because now you feel like, okay, we're putting some hits up on the board. Last night we weren't able to do that. Now you see 11 hits on the board, guys all throughout the lineup producing. That's exactly what you want if you're UC Irvine's offense.
Runners go, but it doesn't matter. McCombs strikes out. The Anteaters add to their lead. It's 8-2 as we head to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Bulldogs trying to get something going.
2 runners left on base.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
When the monsters come, all you can do is scream.
You were the last person to see the president alive. Did you kill him?
They will never see us coming.
Better?
Yes, better.
Jeff, you good?
Yeah, 1 sec.
Listen up. Jeff has a sore back, and it's the Rec League semifinal. Let's get our man back in the game. We got the ice, and we got the hot. Ice works fast, heat makes it last. Icy hot, you're so back.
The Women's College World Series heats up in OKC as softball's elite compete for their ticket to the championship series. The Women's College World Series continues through June 6th on the networks of ESPN.
It's an 8-2 UC Irvine lead over Fresno State in our Los Angeles regional. An elimination game between these 2 teams. The Anteaters trying to extend their season 1 more game. I saw Ben Orloff for the game, and you know, he said, I know what the odds are. I know what we have to do if we want to get out of here, if we want to get to the Supers. And you know, this is a team that was left out in 2023. Last year, they lost in the regional final in Corvallis. And they're hungry. He's hungry. He's done a great job with this program. They want to continue to make their mark. Diving and not able able to make the play. That ball is down. Eddie Saldivar is going to lead things off for the Bulldogs with a base hit. That was a great effort there and left by Carney.
Man, a great break coming in, knowing you got a chance. And I think seeing it again, the ball almost was in his glove and then kind of popped out as he rolled over his wrist. That's one of those ones that's kind of scary too as a player, because you kind of roll over that wrist in the wrong way and you don't know what can happen. But good thing he was able to get to the baseball and only limited to a single. Great effort there.
That was a great effort. He's shaking off his left hand, that glove hand.
Yeah, it's not going to feel good.
No. Amazing effort, though. There's going to be a pitching change for the Anteaters as the leadoff man is aboard for the Bulldogs. We'll give you the new name and the new arm when we come back.
The new How to Train Your Dragon menu is now at BK. Get it before it disappears. Oh, toothless. Bold, tasty, and dangerously delicious. How to Train Your Dragon. Coming to theaters June 13th.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. No, I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. And I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio. Rated PG, June 20th.
Your kid's brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications in the math quiz. Some allergy medications can make your kids drowsy.
1, 2, 3.
But Allegra is different.
7 times 51? No biggie. 357.
Ace. Well done.
Allegra is fast, non-drowsy allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so your kids can stay sharp at school. It's a no-brainer.
The Women's College World Series heats up in OKC as softball's elite compete for their ticket to the championship series. The Women's College World Series continues through June 6th on the networks of ESPN.
Welcome back to the bottom of the 8th inning. There's a runner on first base, and Murph Gray is going to be the batter. And so there's a pitching change for the Anteaters. Max Martin is going to come on in relief. Ben Orloff and Daniel Babona aren't messing around. They bring in the junior to put a stop to anything going on.
No, 6'5", he's coming at you. And I mean, this is going to be a good fastball. It can be heavy, too, 93, 94. He can get it up there a little bit more than that. Throws it a lot, 63% of the time. He'll mix in a slider and a changeup as well. Gets most of that swing and miss from the slider and the changeup. He'll use the changeup against righties and lefties.
So Saldivar got to first. He's had both the hits today when it comes to hitters 1 through 4 in the lineup for the Bulldogs. They've struggled 1 through 4, just 2 for 14. Murph Gray's looking for a hit. He had one yesterday. This would be a time for the superstar to shine. He has been so effective and impactful this season. He's a Bulldog through and through. This is where he wanted to be. He's a local guy. Looking to extend the season for Fresno State. And he takes strike 1 from Martin.
Yeah, if you're Gray here, you feel like you're going to see some fastballs. He's got a good one. That's the one pitch I'm looking to hunt.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
That's that changeup again. He said he'll throw it against righties and lefties. He's not afraid to use it. 0-2 here. You've got to expand with their best hitter right here. You can't give him anything up. Can't leave up any mistakes.
That's outside. It's 1-2. Taps it on the ground softly. Martin with the glove and makes the play. PFP's coming up big time for Max Martin. It's like a backhanded stabbing glove at the ball.
Yeah, it's 6'5", a lot of length. A lot of times you'll see these guys not get off the mound, you know, in the most athletic fashion, but, you know, credit the quickness. Understand, okay, this is probably going to be only me that can make this play. Nice job of controlling his body, and he's got a strong arm, so he's going to get it over there in time.
Long legs, too. Stops his momentum. Bobby Blanford is the batter. He fouls the first pitch he sees. That pitch is low. Saldivar, by the way, on second base with the play. Again, just really impressive with the length that Martin has and the reach with the glove backhand for me.
Well, yeah, I mean, nice job of being able to stop it with the backhand there. You know, kind of throwing against his body, too. That's not easy for pitchers to do. They're used to throwing one way and one way only. Shows off a little athleticism there. Who says pitchers aren't athletes?
That was impressive. Very impressive. Pitcher field in practice, paying off. It's a 1-2 count to Blanford. The action too, right? That arm action is volatile. 97 from Martin.
Yeah, definitely a lot of extension too. You think about somebody that's 6'5", 6'6". The ball looks like it's gonna come right on you quickly as a hitter. Almost looks like he's releasing it halfway there.
That's popped up. Penso throws the mask and makes the catch. There's 2 away.
Nice job of Penso staying with this one. We know the wind has played a factor today, especially against foul balls up against the right side on the first base side, but as well as right behind home plate. Nice job of staying with this one. Almost came back a little bit, was able to hold that ball in his glove. Nice job by Penso.
He's made 2 of those today. So Justin Stransky will come to the plate. First pitch swinging, bouncing ball up the middle, past Martin, past Bermudez, and that's gonna bring in Saldivar to make it an 8-3 game. It's a 2-out RBI for Stransky. He just chopped that ball back up the middle.
Yeah, and Stransky's been one of those guys that's been involved in everything today. Been on base. You know, we've seen him, you know, use the legs, but now using the bat, staying through the middle of the field. It's gonna be a tough play there. But a really good job staying through the middle.
Lee Trevino hits a trickler over to third base. Charging is Castanola to make the play, so the Bulldogs get one back. Big defense there for the Anteaters. We head to the 9th inning. UCI up 8-3 in an elimination game.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Hidden Valley Ranch is made with real ingredients for real ranch flavor that's impossible to put into words. But that's pretty close. Indescribably delicious Hidden Valley Ranch.
Your brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications during rush hour. Some allergy medications can make you drowsy. But Allegra is different. Traffic jam? We got this.
Woo! We're nailing it.
Yeah, come on. Like a boss. Right on time.
Allegra is fast 24-hour allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so you can use it even when you're driving. It's a no-brainer.
Would you rather spend your summer like this?
Hey, Jim, how's your back?
Oh, you know.
I hear ya.
Or like this?
What's happening? Welcome. Allow me to adjust your gravity. No, I'm fine. Gravity on.
On June 20th, kick off your summer with
Elio. Elio.
You're more puny than I expected.
I could say the same about you. These are the lava tunnels. Chloe and I am not fireproof. Just get in my mouth. Actually, kind of comfy in here.
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG, June 20th.
Top of the 9th, here we go, fans. Leading off
The Sun Devils are in the house getting ready for their game tonight against UCLA. On the winner's side of our bracket in the Los Angeles Regional, the first regional win for head coach Willie Bloomquist in his first regional appearance as a head coach for that program. So they're getting set and ready. They're going to watch the end of this one. We go to the top of the 9th, 8-3 Anteaters. Chase Call gets hit by a pitch, and he's going to head down to first base.
Yeah, try to establish that breaking ball. Just backed up on him.
Now batting for the Anteaters, catcher 41, Blake Henson.
Straight into the back.
UC Irvine ranks 3rd in the NCAA with 150 hit by pitches this season. 150. One yesterday, 2 today. Blake Penso is the batter. He pulls back. Somehow got out of the way of that pitch. And that's tapped on the ground. They're going to go to first for the play. All right, so the runner advances into scoring position. Ryan Castro came in to pinch run earlier.
And we have a pinch hitter.
Looks like they're making a couple of changes for the Anteaters. So Rowan Felsch is going to come in. The junior is going to get a pinch hit. He takes strike 1. Felsch has got a ton of speed. 7 stolen bases coming into this weekend. It's a good pitch, and it catches for strike 2.
Yeah, it's tough. You know, coming off the bench, you're trying to, you know, balance that thing of being overly aggressive, but also being patient enough to wait for a pitch. 2 fastballs here that he's letting gone by. Now with 2 strikes, he's got a battle.
It's a ball. 2-2 the count. The Bulldogs will bat in the bottom of the 9th inning. They trail by 5. They're the 4 seed here in Los Angeles. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. There's 2 away.
Yeah, good changeup going away from left-handed hitter right there. Nice job starting it in the zone. And J2 Guerrero mixing in some of that off-speed here with 2 strikes. It's a good pitch. Get another look here. You see how it kind of starts. Middle just fades away, almost going into that right-handed batter's box. It's good late life right there from the changeup.
Yeah, he wants to get his team back to the dugout. They're going to have to go through James Castanola first. He hit a 3-run home run early. That was back in the 2nd inning. Made it 3-0. It's going to be 7-8-9 for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the 9th. That's fouled off. Stransky, he's taken a couple today to the face mask. Oh, 0-2 pitch on its way. Just missing the bottom of the zone. It's 1-2.
It's a good spot right there. See good velocity too. 96 painted on the black.
Yeah. skips in. Stransky, brick wall back there, keeps it in front. Two for 3 today with 3 RBIs from Castanola. He's had a great one too. That one hits him on the hands. They're gonna send him down to first base. So it was an 0-2 count, a 1-2 count, and he gets hit by the pitch.
Yeah, you talked about it. UC Irvine taking hit by pitch real seriously. They're not going to move too much out of the way. Fastball that runs in. Continuing to get base runners today.
151 total now for the season, 3 today. Here's Frankie Carney. 2-on-2 down, top 9. He takes strike 1. There's a lot of life on that fastball from Guerrero.
Yeah, good late life. I mean, the velocity is good, but also the late movement to it.
That's tapped softly. Guerrero's gonna field it and make the long throw in time. Great job over at first by Sotomayor to pick it. So that Bulldogs headed back to the dugout. Their last chance, 7-8-9 coming up.
Fire it up.
The all-new Dragon Flame Grilled Whopper is here at BK. Bold, juicy, flame grilled, and ready for adventure. Experience a new kind of flame at Burger King. How to Train Your Dragon, coming to theaters June 13th.
Have you ever looked up at the stars and wondered, is there life on other planets?
It's really happening.
On June 20th,
This is the most beautiful place I've ever seen.
This is the bathroom.
we are not
This is awesome!
alone.
Are you gonna eat me? What? Ew. What kind of alien are you?
Disney and Pixar's Elio, rated PG.
Your kid's brain with Allegra versus some allergy medications in the math quiz. Some allergy medications can make your kids drowsy.
1, 2, 3.
But Allegra is different.
7 times 51? No biggie. 357.
Ace. Well done.
Allegra is fast, non-drowsy allergy relief with 0% brain interference, so your kids can stay sharp at school. It's a no-brainer.
Let's go! The Rob Dwalish-Willie, the Sugar Show! Juliana Pena!
How are you going to beat me, Kayla?
Kayla Harrison!
I will be champion.
To the bottom of the 9th we go here at Jackie Robinson Stadium. UC Irvine up 8-3 over Fresno State in this elimination game. Win in advance, lose, and the season is over. Ryan Overland, 3rd year leading this program. They're still looking for their first postseason win since 2019. They went 2-Q at Santa Barbara last year. They were 2-2 in 2019 at Palo Alto. Jet Ruby is gonna lead things off, and he takes a ball outside. Max Martin, long-legged Max Martin back out on the mound.
Yeah, he's quite the pitcher to deal with. He's got some good stuff, a good running fastball that continues to, run away from left-handed hitters. You see it right there, but 93 to 96. Got some really good stuff, really projectable body as well.
2-0 pitch is fouled away. It's 2-1. So the Bulldogs got that auto bid. They were the champs of the Mountain West. So that's tapped on the ground to second base. Bermudez, great defense by him, and there's one away. They're in their 2nd straight regional. Ryan Overland is such a treat to talk to about the game. He's happy to talk about 2008, but he's really proud of the program that he's been building. He took over as head coach in 2024. He was the interim in 2023. He's a Bulldog through and through, upholds the standards of the program. So proud of what they do in the community, what they do with this program here, learning from Mike Batesel. head coach of that 2008 team. And they've put on a great showing here this weekend. They should be really proud of themselves. I feel like they are going to be a nuisance for years to come. You got guys like Murph Gray coming to your program, a ton of local guys, Fresno guys who want to be there. And that's not going to change for them because of Ryan Overland and the staff that they have and what they're building.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of their recruiting is going to count on getting the top talent close to the Fresno area. And as long as that talent pool continues to get better and better over time, you're going to see those types of players wanting to play at Fresno State, knowing the history, having won the championship going back to 2008. This is a team that, you know, they're going to do a good job of putting together great players and great teams to contribute.
Cam Schneider gets pegged with a pitch, and he'll head to first. That doesn't feel good at 94.
No, not at all. You can tell by the way he's walking, that thing stings.
So he'll take his bag, the 9-hole hitter. BJ Rodriguez coming up to the plate. Oh.
Yeah, there's no protection there, right?
The next batter for the Bulldogs, center fielder 19, BJ Rodriguez.
One on, one down in the bottom of the 9th for Rodriguez. He steps in the left side of the box. Takes strike one. Griffin Sotomayor waiting on deck. Eddie Saldivar's in the hole. Saldivar, 2 hits today. They want to get the bat to him. Had a home run in the 5th, made it 5-2, singled and scored in the 8th. Swing and miss, it's 1-2. If the Anteaters hold on, they'll advance to tomorrow. Ben Orloff's team looking to bounce back from last night's loss to Arizona State. It's fouled away. Anteaters came in as the 2 seed. Some thought they could have been a host. They had a really, really great season in the Big West. Got an at-large bid. Max Martin gets the swing and miss for the strikeout. There's 2 away.
We talked a lot about that running fastball that he has, and you've seen guys come out of the bullpen now for UC Irvine with some really good stuff. Utagawa, now Martin here. See this changeup coming out the same tunnel as that fastball that runs away. The changeup now being able to get hitters off balance as well.
Griffin Sotomayor steps up and he takes ball 1. Anteaters 1 out away from continuing their season on the road to Omaha. Swing and a miss, 1-1. Outside, 2-1 the count. Tapped foul to bring the count even, 2-2. Max Martin came on in relief of Utagawa. Riley Kelly started this game for the Anteaters. They've allowed 3 runs as a team. The fans on their feet. That's tapped. Martin will grab it, make the throw, and that's going to be a win for UC Irvine. They advance to play another day in the Los Angeles Regional. It's an 8-3 win over Fresno State. Ryan Overland's team, we appreciate them. What a great season that they had this year.
Yeah, for UC Irvine, really, you know, Kelly set the tone, right? Came out throwing a lot of strikes, was able to give his team a little bit of that length. And, you know, you started to have some of those guys in the middle, Yeaman, Martinez, McCombs, start to really step up with the bat. And we know what Castanola did early with the big 3-run home run there in the second inning. A different UC Irvine type of offense went today.
Let's take a look at tonight's Capital One rewarding performance. It's going to be that guy, Jacob McCombs, 3 for 4. A wonderful day for him at the plate. He had a solo home run off the batter's eye, 2 singles, a hit by pitch. It's his 8th 3-hit game this season.
Well, just really balanced approach at the plate today, and he saw pitches well, was able to get the barrel out in front, get something in the air, and when he did so, he had a lot of that backspin. You mentioned the home run, but also like taking care of business with guys on base, being able to drive something to the right side.
And that's what the Anteaters did, took care of business. They advance to play tomorrow and see another day keep their season going. Tonight, we've got UCLA. They're the number 15 national seed, taking on Arizona State, the 3 seed. That's tonight, 9 Eastern on ESPN Plus, 6 local. We got a lot of good stuff coming your way here from Jackie Robinson Stadium. Congratulations to UC Irvine and Ben Orloff extending their season this afternoon. We'll see you later at 9 Eastern tonight. For Xavier Scruggs and our entire crew, I am Danny Wexelman, and we will see you a little bit later here from Los Angeles, California, and Hollywood. Stars are shining.